This is important, guys.
Well, hello and welcome back to another live stream of Solo Leveling Rise. So, what a day! If you haven't watched the Solo Leveling Championship like me, then let's watch it together. Only the recap. Well, I did watch the finals, but the semi-final I actually missed it. And by the way, there is 5 massive coupon code is in the description. Go over there, use them, and you're gonna get quite really good reward, I think. So I still don't know what we're gonna get, but yeah, I'm gonna be redeeming them as well, so we can see what we are getting from here. By the way, it was an amazing event. Oh my god. The battle was intense. At least the semi-final was way too intense, and people were like really close to each other. It was fun. But again, they should do something about the preliminaries. That because that was for a well shit. Okay, no cap. So I think they should bring something, something like the finals. Where everything is the similar. They literally can make a mode where everything will be default, like we used to play in King of Fighters, right? Anyway, I think we also got something. Oh, we got 37, 10 each. That's for the SLC, nice. So by the way, this is without the coupon code. So if we redeem the coupon, we're gonna get something else. So let's see what we can get, which is here. My, 2000 essence stone and 500,000 gold. God damn, bro. Second one. Well, another 500,000 gold. Beautiful. I don't think that we're gonna get more essence stone though. Okay, blessing powder 200. That's nice, really nice. Even though it is not essence stone, but we are getting some massive item. Oh my god, that's 1,000,000 gold, really? Sheesh. So far, how much gold we got? 2 million, right? Okay, rune fragment. That's really good reward, guys. You are gonna get so much of boost, and if you're lucky, you might get something even better. Anyway, this is the stuff. This is the stuff we got. Amazing. Wow. Okay, 1,000,000 gold. So this is what we're getting from the course and the reward that we got from the SLC event. Nice. So yeah, and we really have special sneak peek. Okay, really special sneak peek. So the leaker has been confirmed that we are getting a Chahayan water type, and they actually revealed it for a second, and the design was amazing. We'll watch it. So I'm gonna be changing my stream. Okay, my cats are fighting in the background. Anyway, I'm gonna be changing my screen to there. Okay, give me a second. Huh?
So same idea here from Rock. We saw this. And
So here it is. It is from the beginning at least. We have fast forward 37 minutes. There's nothing really, some advertisement and stuff. Okay, so you don't have to watch it. And here we have the 8 top players. There will be 16 total, right? 8 from global, 8 from Asia League. Anyway, they're gonna start the semi-final really soon, right? Yeah. Okay.
The Solo Leveling Arise Championship 2025. Out of countless hunters, 16 of the strongest have earned their place on this grand stage. It's time to meet our top 16 hunters here for the Solo Leveling Arise Championship. First, let's meet our 8 hunters from the Asia qualifiers. First up, to surpass himself, it's Shino. Next, the youngest from the Solo Leveling Gallery, eager to shake up the meta, it's Rock. Representing the Solhwa Guild, aiming for the trophy, Yoir. And the leader of the Hwaryeon Guild, of course, the champion of the offline invitational, it is Kwang. Things will be different this time. It's another challenger from the Solo Leveling Gallery, Need. Ready to prove why he's the overlord, leader of the Solo Leveling Gallery, Shin. He might have barely made it through the preliminaries, but the finals will be different. Aces! And finally, winner of the 2024 G-Star event and #1 in the Asia qualifiers, Orang!
Bro, did he literally won the Korean championship as well? I'm gonna have to listen it again. By the way, he won the tournament. Spoilers!
Asia qualifiers, Orang! And finally, winner of the 2024 G-Star event and #1 in the Asia qualifiers, Orang! These are your 8 hunters that fought through the Asia League and made it to this grand stage.
From the International League. Picks the most anticipated player by SLC participants, including himself, and the overall #1 in preliminaries, Taipao. Promising the best performance of the tournament, it's Money Max. #2 overall and record holder for Ice Witch Best Day, it is X. Former esports commentator looking to shine, it is Levis. And the first to clear Essel in 33 seconds, it is Zag. The self-proclaimed strongest player on mobile device and a fan of Amamiya Mirai, Max. From unknown to unstoppable, it's KO. With only one mindset, victory only. What a glorious lineup just to look at.
These are the 16 hunters about to deliver one epic show today. It is the Solo Leveling Arise Championship 2025. RPG on another level. It is going to be the Solo Leveling Arise Championship 2025. I will be your caster for today. My name is Will Chobra, and I am joined by two very handsome gentlemen. It's going to be Brendan Valdez to my right, and of course a very special guest, CM Prism, to my left. And I mean, you flew all the way out here for this.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. Just happy to be here. This crowd is electric. This stadium, this everything. It's going to be fire tonight.
It's going to be fire. All right.
Just straight up.
All right, we're setting the tone nice and early. And Valdez, I mean, it's been quite electric, as he said.
I mean, it's amazing. The Yoyer fans especially. You can see the four of them in the front are just absolutely going wild. I don't know what's gotten into them. They are here for their player to win.
I do want to say one of the signs that they had said, he's the hope of all those in their 40s.
Yeah.
So I guess we know how old he is, but we'll see if he's able to keep up that hope. But, I mean, we've had a chance to meet a lot of the players as well, both here on site and obviously some of them online.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of work put in to get to this point.
That's right. I mean, the preliminaries are insane. Everyone basically has a chance to participate who play in the game, log in, and do the Battlefield of Time, right? And so these are the top 16 players out of all of the concurrent player base. They grinded, they put in the work, and now they're here.
Yeah, I mean, now they have to really prove it. And they don't have many chances, Valdez, to prove what they've got.
Yeah, it's a group of 4 players, including yourself. You have 2 chances at each boss. So, you know, you talk about preliminaries, you're grinding it day in, day out, tons of hours, hundreds, thousands, just to get your best time. Today you have 2 chances on the one boss, and hope you don't mess it up.
Yeah, I mean, you might have some experience with prepping for something like this, Prism. You know, some might know about it.
Yeah.
But how does that feel, like preparing for just 2 runs?
Honestly, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but kind of relieving at the same time, right? Because it's something that, you know, you're going to only have 2 chances, so that's very stressful, but at the same time, you only have 2 chances. So if you mess up, you're kind of just done already, right?
Oh, is that the mindset we're going into this with?
I mean, maybe for me, you know, I have that experience from, you know, I got some training earlier this month, so.
Yeah. How did that go in your mind?
In my mind, when I watch it back, I'm like, I'm so much better than this, right?
Okay.
And I think
that's reassuring.
Right, exactly, because like when I watched it back, I'm like, dang, I got so much better since then, but at the same time, it's like that pressure, right? When you get to that sentence when you're playing in front of people, right?
Yeah.
It's a whole different beast.
Yeah, obviously. All right. We're starting off nice and early. Okay.
Right.
Okay. We'll just write it there on the screen. Well, there we go. We have our first code for everybody. So just so you know, obviously people are like, well, when is it happening? Well, it's happening right now. And it's going to happen throughout the day. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end, because not only do we have codes, we got a bunch of stuff. We got excellent matches. We got show matches. We've got surprises. Everything's down the line. And Valdez, as we mentioned, I mean, it's been quite some time to prep for this through the preliminaries.
Yeah, it's about 3 weeks you have in preliminaries. That's online. It's in your house, you know, very comfortable, and you get to grind it a lot. And then today, obviously April 12th, is the one day you get 2 chances at each boss, and all of that preparation comes to life. There's only 16 players, as CM Prism was talking about, 8 from international, 8 from Asia, and here are the great prizes we have for the top players.
Yeah, we got some incredible stuff right here. We get a lot of Korean won for each of the competitors. And then we also have some incredible products here. We have the LG Grand Pro 360 for first place. Second place gets that LG Ultra Gear gaming monitor. And third place and fourth place also get the Asus ROG Ally X. So
yeah,
lots on the line here.
Yeah, for sure. And most of all, obviously, getting to have that title of National Level Hunter, like you are the one National Level Hunter here at the SLC 2025. That's going to mean the most. But for those wondering, this prize pool, in terms of a play before, but there's going to be the 4 groups of 4. You each have 2 runs at each of these modes. We have 2 Hunter modes and 2 Sung Jin-woo modes.
Yeah, that's very important. Eagers the Red and Icewitch Best, they are going to Iberg.
Same.
Or anything like that. Now, taking a look at how times, you mentioned
To guys like Ash will be.
ooh, change the game. Of course, we're going to introduce the biggest favorite, perhaps, not just from the international side, but throughout the entire tournament.
Yeah, a lot of. Now we have intricate better times as well.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be very different. Now we shouldn't things to show up.
Say rank
Meta strat.
As we take the tournament, you could and just
rep gallery as well. So definitely looking
working together. He's been getting back.
Korea.
I'm
Like enjoy the stage.
when I was playing in front of Zap and playing Blade, shoutouts to you guys when they were coaching me. It's just 2 people, but they're your biggest critics, right? So you're struggling to improve, and the stuff you normally do, you're starting to panic. You talk faster, and you're going
and then you freak out. Well, absolutely. So the Hunter mode here on percentages is going to probably say it's true.
Yep, exactly. So these are the meta hunters, but one own unique styles and play a little.
We'll see if there's anything different, or if it's really just going to come down to perfection as well on who's able to show up the cleanest on day 1. And it looks like we are getting ready to get into our very first round. Players standing by. So we might have to wait just a couple more minutes here. Looks like there's something on the right side and there on the stage. Make sure obviously everything is prepped and ready to go.
That's always the thing with any esport, right? You got to make sure all your stuff is working. Starting off with Egress, this is a boss that, as we've already mentioned, we see a lot of the same comp. So maybe we see some players getting around the same times, but Taipal was a full second, almost 2 seconds ahead of the next closest guy, who was Shin, during the preliminaries. And right, that's just preliminaries. As we mentioned, you get a lot of chances. But Taipal, there's a reason why a lot of people are expecting him to have a big performance. It's because of these crazy times that he has been able to get so far, and I think that Egress is going to be a great starting point for him.
Yeah, and the big thing for me here is going to be consistency, right? Since you only have 2 of those runs, when we were going in the room and watching some of these players before this, everyone was consistent, right?
Yes.
All of their times were within like 3 or 4 seconds of what it felt like. If they got a good run going, it was within that realm. So I'm hoping we see that today. And it looks like we're getting into it.
All right, we've jumped right in. Right as it started off, starting with, of course, Kane, just to go through this first phase. It's going to be Taipal.
Oh, he is not happy about this already.
Yeah, it's not getting the full clears. It's taken quite some time already, ticking down.
This is not what I expected at all. Is he...
I mean, this seems a little bit like he's been thrown off on his own game right now.
Yeah, seems very slow so far. A phase 1 of 27 seconds.
Yeah, he got the phase 2 good there, but like that's probably at least maybe 15 seconds, 10 seconds more than you normally want.
Yeah, because right now, I mean, if you wanted to hit even your preliminary record, you'd really only have about, you've already passed it now, of course, with the animations as well,
and
5 seconds.
He messed up his ult animation cancel here. This is not what Taipal was hoping for.
Damn, that was
This
bad.
is not going
Taipal's
well for
supposed
him.
to be
This
the
is
number
exactly what
1
we're
for
talking about.
beating
You
Igris,
have to
right?
be prepared for the
Now,
stage, and
he
so far,
actually,
Taipal
wow, almost a minute. He missed a lot of
nowhere near his
mobs
record
here
from
at the beginning.
preliminaries.
Yeah, even if you go just full clear
Oh,
here all the way
oh,
down.
Now it's taking a lot of time, man. It's like a
This is
double
devastating.
timer
I mean, from our
difference
biggest
than
favorite.
whatever he did.
I mean, so much delay on
109?
every step.
That was bad.
109.
That was pretty much
I
bad.
mean, let's just put this into perspective. That's practically
Okay, so there should be 2
seconds
rounds
away
for
from
each
UCC.
boss.
Behind the
They're
scenes,
gonna
like,
count the
every time
best.
we saw
It was
in
really, really
can
bad,
tell
bro.
right now
You
on
missed
the
quite a
behind
lot.
that run.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can't hide that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this is just what happens when something like that happens. You get thrown off on the first step, and then it's a domino effect, and you don't even know quite when to recover.
It felt like his first 2 phases were just so incredibly slow, like it was not cohesive at all. He was going one by one. It just kind of felt like maybe it's nerves a little bit early on here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, and I'm hoping maybe for next round, we got the snake all the way back around, so he has a lot of time to recover and recoup himself. This seems like, because a lot of Battlefield of Time players, if they start a run they don't like, they'll pause, restart right away, and that's a habit, right? So if you don't get something right in the beginning, that's the huge difference in this tournament, is that you have to keep playing, you have to keep going, because you never know if the next person is also going to mess up like that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the benefit also that he has as the first seed, is okay, you mess up your first run, that's fine. See what the times are that you need to beat, and then adjust it for that second run, because you'll be the last one going in that kind of snake draft style.
Yeah. Snake draft is very interesting, and we're going to immediately jump right into it. This is more like what we're expecting. The AoE's hitting everything. Very clean so far from Shin.
Wow, okay, just goes through right as planned.
And a little different strategy as you saw from TypePal. He did not switch into SL right there, so I'm very curious to see what he does here. And there it is. He's going to switching here for that extra break. Is he going to ult here? No. Looks like he gets in skill 2, skill 1.
Just sticking through, just a little bit more break left.
Looks like, he's not going to, he throws the ult out.
Got the break.
Should be the burst right here.
Looking solid.
34 seconds. It's getting pretty close.
Down to 30%, 20%.
And
there you go.
Very good time.
38 seconds. Sure, it's still a little bit slower than some of the highest records that we've seen, but it's right in the ballpark. Yeah. That's probably a good starting point for Shin.
That's something, for me, if I was a competitor right now, I'm happy with that run.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not satisfied, but I'm happy.
Right. I mean, you have that as a baseline, right? And now, really, you can think of it as, I just have to beat myself rather than, who am I competing against?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if you compare that to his preliminary time where he had hundreds of thousands of chances, it's only a second and a half slower, right? So the fact that he did that on his first try is amazing so far as he immediately jump into Money Max here.
Yeah, we're just going right through both times. Money Max missing one of the mobs a little bit. Had to backstep.
Saved a little bit. Only 2 seconds behind here.
Okay, able to catch up.
Gets
switches over.
SL ultimate off before the animation here. That's very important.
Yep, skips through it here during that animation as well. We'll see how he's able to go through.
All right, let's see how fast he can get the break in here.
So far, pretty good. I mean, he's down to 28 seconds, though.
Yeah, you only have 8 seconds left if you wanted to beat Shin's record that we see in the bottom left. Now going through with the damage all the way down.
Nuke it?
Yeah, 60% and instantly already passed.
So close.
Oh,
41 seconds.
Oh, just a couple, 1-2 seconds beyond perhaps what he was looking for. But at the end of the day, what really matters is, okay, you weren't able to beat the record. Now you got to look at your second run.
Exactly. And 41 seconds for me, again, that's only 3 seconds behind. That is salvageable. And if you can improve on that, that's solid. But if not, that is 3 seconds is a lot in the preliminaries right now. But we're still yet to see if that 3 seconds is going to be a lot and a big difference in this tournament.
I mean, also for Money Max, obviously we saw in that first phase, right? You kind of know where things might have gone wrong for you and hope that you're able to recoup that in the second run, get the spawns that you need and get the positioning right as we get ready for the 4th run of Group A. That will be the end of the first runs for each of the players. It's going to be Aces looking to overcome his preliminary placement.
He already doesn't have the damage here early. That AoE is extremely slow.
Yeah, the Gina lifted up the enemy into the air where he could not hit him for a little bit.
Yeah, starting off on the back foot for sure on this one. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be difficult to even recoup, quite frankly, but we'll see. Still missing one as well.
This might be slower than even TypePal's messed up run.
Sadly, I don't think so.
Really? You don't think so? I mean, TypePal's was pretty rough. We'll see how he's able to get through here on the last phase with Egress.
Yeah. Let's see if he has the same strat that Sheen had as well. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep, going for that switch there.
So you can kind of already see the difference between the Asia League and the International League and see their styles.
You're right, yeah.
He's going to hit the break here. It looks like he should be able to get under a minute. So you were right about beating TypePal at least, but that top time is going to be most important.
Going for the ult!
I don't know if that was the right play, guys.
Yeah, I mean, going for the damage, but still gets a minute, sure. But you probably could have still cut it down a second or two there with the choice.
And a reminder to everyone who, if they don't know about Battlefield of Time, every animation counts. So every time you use your QTE, you sub in. Every time you use your ultimate, that is time lost.
Yes.
Or time used, I should say, right?
Right. Yeah. And that's why we were pointing out earlier that if you're able to use it as you're transitioning into the boss, you're able to cut down on that time, because that has to happen anyway.
Yes,
right? So you're not really missing out on much. But okay, that's going to be the first run from each of these players. We're already seeing maybe some of the nerves, the new setups. You have to mention that too, right? You're playing on tournament setups, not at home. So things that players will have to get used to. But this now means that, of course, that everyone will have a second chance to redeem themselves, and in the case of Shin, maybe even set a higher record for players to beat.
if I'm Shin, I'm feeling great about myself right now.
Oh,
I'm in
yeah.
a very good position because that run is not easy to do. It's not perfect, like you said, but it is immaculate. It is
Yes.
something that you are striving for.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We talked about consistency. You just need the one good run. Even from here, if everybody else has kind of a not-so-good run, you're ahead on Egress already. There's only one more chance for everybody, and he's already got pretty much a pristine run. It's not like absolutely perfect, but, you know, maybe he does have
From the stage. Yeah,
Yep,
there we go.
yeah.
So we're
You're
going
right,
through
yep.
each mode, and next up is going to be I Switch Best Day.
Yeah, so you get a
About the other modes, and you're like, okay,
bestie here. And so the meta usage here was Libora, Dekyun Ho, and Win Team. But when this boss was out on the live server, Team not only in his support, winning versatility as well.
know like the back of your hand.
For that, the Win Team or
What would be your choice normally if you're a player? Do you adapt, or do you stick with what you know?
I am definitely an adapt kind of guy. I
Okay.
would be going for Goto Ryuji 100%. I think his clear in the early phase is going to give these players a great head start and make you feel very good. And as CM Prism was talking about, he just feels very good for the buff he gives. I do think that, you know, these players have played like thousands of runs, and maybe if you want to go for comfort, you can say, okay, I'll just go with what worked. But you always have to adapt, especially when you only get 2 tries. Like, you just got to go for the best current strategy.
That's true. Yeah, you don't have many chances. Now, it did sound like when we were getting ready for it that the Asia side might still be sticking with that old composition around SM Beck. We'll see if that shows up, especially because in Shin's case, right, he has that record on Egress, so he's feeling a little comfy. But
All right,
jumping
let's see
right
it.
in.
This is the new strategy I was talking about. I got a chance to talk to Taipal and X about this earlier today. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's just smooth going. You don't have to move at all there
No,
to get through
nice.
the first phases.
nice in the middle. All right, now we just have to nuke down the boss. So what we're going to do is here, Hansemi, oh, okay, he uses the second skill to get that support in there, switches immediately to Tamami Array, gets those shadows out as well, and then we're going to start blasting.
Yeah, just going down here with the nuke all the way down to 50%, 55. Can we get under
Yeah,
35? No,
looking
sticking
good.
to
It's
it.
extremely fast right now,
Yep,
down to 10.
Oh, that's okay, that's
under,
okay.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, missed
Yeah,
out a
that's good.
little bit, but
Oh, no.
should be able to.
Still a
Oh,
chance.
Okay, 42
okay.
seconds. I'm happy with that, but again, not satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, because you should have been, you were hoping that you were
Yes.
able to wrap it up before you had to skip through that one extra step. But
Yeah.
still sitting at 42 seconds here for Taipao.
Yeah, and that's the one thing with this.
So the invuln,
you get that.
but you're trying to cut down, obviously, just a
Exactly.
monumental.
All right.
monumental
Oh,
loss.
oh, okay.
Oh, this is a completely new strategy as well. Looks like we're still using Goto, but also Libora and SM Beck.
Okay, so kind of adapting a mix of both
Yeah.
here
little,
for Shin.
little hybrid strategy, just utilizing Goto for this early strap, and now
Oh.
Libora comes
It's
out
so
as
much-
well, and
Yeah, it's so much slower in that first phase, though.
yeah.
I don't know if we missed something, or because this is a new strategy for me
Right,
as well.
yeah, we haven't quite seen it in action, but it did look like it should have been able to go a little
Yeah,
bit smoother
'cause
here.
if you saw Taipal's first boss, that you didn't even see the mini boss because he died that quickly.
Yes.
And let's see what he does here in the second phase against Besting.
Yeah, see if he's able to
Getting
cut
that support
down.
in, making sure you get the charm in for that increased damage, and then right here,
And there he goes.
you're just spamming as
Yep.
far as you can.
You're
with that
wailing
weapon.
away.
Yeah, slashing away, SM Beck doing what he does best.
We're
47
already
seconds.
very
Yeah.
All
past
the
what we saw
way
at Taipal. Oh, and the invuln.
Yep,
Yep,
and
still
then
has to miss out on that
he
one,
still
but
can get this back, but this is something that I don't know if this is a strategy, like if it's
I
just
mean-
like the strategy's inferior right now, or it's just like he did not do it as well as he wanted
it
to.
has
right?
to
It's
be a
execution.
mistiming for sure, right? Because
Yeah.
right now the time difference is massive, going over a minute right now here for Shin.
Yeah, 105.
105 is pretty rough, and we can see that there. Like, we're seeing just
Yeah.
full steps on each phase, which we didn't see at all here for Taipao.
100%. And so that kind of just evens out the playing field, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? Like that first round, his run was so solid. In this one, he's going to need to do what Taipal needs to do in that first Egress fight.
Yeah,
Oh, Money Max. You know, he might.
Honestly?
His bio might just be like, "I'm just here for fun," but that might be a secret of success. here.
Yes, just chilling.
He does look like he's having a great time.
All
So this is kind of the old strat here. We do have
Yeah.
Gina in as well.
Hello, hello, hello.
This is going to be a longer first phase of the fight because you do not have that range that
Oh,
Goku provides you.
okay.
But and he's waiting for the mobs. Oh no!
Oh, no,
The
they
last
didn't
archer
finish
didn't get
him.
that last shot.
Oh,
Okay.
because you're usually hoping, of course,
Oh,
that
you're
Igor summons.
expecting.
Yeah. that
Okay.
it's going through. It always should.
Maybe that casualness is not a super weapon now, guys.
Maybe he was busy celebrating and he's
he,
like,
was,
oh.
he was busy watching it and hoping the mob, the archer, would finish it off.
Yeah.
But let's see if that old strategy here, again, we're going to
Yeah.
use Isla to halt, get that gravity boost, and then also the buff will last longer as well here. And then you get the Libora Charm in here as well, and then you'll be able to see that the bar will get shredded and go down and down
Oh, it
and
is
down.
getting deleted here with the buffs
Except-
coming in.
Yeah, so hopefully, I think with this one, you're hoping. Okay, he's
Okay.
getting fat.
All right.
I think you're going to beat Shin's time here, but just barely.
Maybe.
Or maybe
Look at
not.
Rob,
I'm not
no.
even sure.
He was looking a little too lax here,
It's
moving
over
on
the
face to
phase.
face as well.
Oh my goodness. I think he barely beat it, right? 'Cause I
No.
think he's-
No, I think he's a little bit late.
It's over by 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Yeah, that's very, very
Okay.
slow here. The casual nature of Money Max not helping him out here on best day. And I think, going for the old strat, maybe he prepared more for other bosses and stuff like that. I'm trying to look for angles for Money Max where I'm like,
I mean, let's be honest.
But yeah, that wasn't great.
Yeah, the mob not quite getting finished off. Like,
Yeah.
that was such a killer there for him because he
Yeah.
wasn't moving because he was hoping that he could move on
Yeah.
with the optimized route.
And at the same time, you're expecting it, right? So
Right,
like,
'cause
if
it- yeah.
you've done this time and time again, right? So it's not, in my mind, it's not really laziness. It's because if you take the time
It
to run
should
over
be
there, then
happening.
you have to take the time to run all the way back, right?
Exactly.
And so here we have Asus, and he's also using that same strategy that Taipao used in the beginning. Not as clean in the beginning here, but still doing his best, like he said, right?
And nice and calm, just making sure
Yeah.
that he's not overcompensating, but does have to relocate quite a bit.
But
Okay.
he did get that second phase
Yes.
in time with that second ability as well. So that's what you were hoping out of this. So
It's not bad, but it's also, I think, a full 7 seconds slower on phase 2 compared to Taipao.
Yep.
So could be still a decent run. We'll see how this final phase looks.
And this is why I think Taipao is that person to be, right? After that first, disastrous playing from the first run, he brought it back, and he's now, I think, made himself a clear favorite now again.
Yeah.
He showed why.
Just setting yourself up for success, and as we see the damage ticking down.
But honestly, Ace
Pretty good.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job out of this. I think he has enough damage here to get that second place for the best they fight so far.
Should be able to. The last
he breaks.
Oh,
no. Normally you want to do that, but in this situation, that just takes some time.
Hey,
Right.
still better than the other two, though.
That's true, right? and that just shows how optimal that they
Yes.
are, right? So even though they made that was that was a minor mistake, but that's a few seconds. That's why you see him shaking his head I think, a little bit right there. Is that he's not happy with that run. I think that's what makes these people competitors
Yes.
and why they're on this stage right now.
Because right now, it's not just about beating Taipao, but it's like, well, I knew I could at least get, let's say, 58, 57.
Exactly.
Then I know what else to work on. But now it's like, well,
Yeah.
I even made more mistakes than I wanted to.
I mean, even Taipao was kind of unhappy with the way his run went,
Yeah.
and his was the best by far. I mean, he's sitting very pretty right now on best day. Yeah, they'll get another chance at best day a little bit later, but he's almost a full 20 seconds ahead of everybody else on
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
one boss. So if they kind of all fail the next best day, then you're really struggling,
Yeah.
and maybe Taipao just wins all for this one boss performance.
That is, and he does have to come back big in Egress, though, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But if he does, because right now, I believe it was about a 30-second difference between
Yeah.
Taipao and Shin on Egress. So he's really kind of shortened that now to a 10-second gap. Maybe you beat him in the next Sungjin modes, and you're like, okay, now it's just Egress I need to worry about.
Exactly, and I would 100% attribute that to I think Taipao. I think he lost his cool in the beginning there. That phase did not go at all how he wanted, and I think that affected the rest of his run. So even if he doesn't do a great run, I think going forward in that Egress fight, as long as it's a solid run,
Sure.
I think that's still only going to be 10, 15 seconds behind.
Yeah.
In this case he has a 20-second lead.
Yes.
So it leaves it so that the rest of the crowd, the rest of the field, has to step up in this.
All right,
All right.
guys, it's time for Iberg.
Everybody's favorite boss, the cursed giant Iber.
Cursed for a reason.
Cursed for a reason, cursed forever. The Sungjin U mode. So we do have 2 Sungjin U modes, and this is where we should see a lot of skill expression coming through
100%.
Prison.
There is so much depth with Sung Jin Woo. If you play this game, you know he has so many runes, he has so many blessings, he has so many skills. You have so many artifacts that can go onto this behemoth of a man. That it's something that I'm very excited to see these players take full advantage of and show the peak of what Sung Jin Woo can do. And so today we see the hunters here are the support hunters, and so a lot of the meta I'm expecting to see today is Min Gungu, Shimizu Akari, and Meilin Fisher. I think those are going to be the 3 supports. It's important to note that in the preliminary rounds, Gogun He was used in place of Meilin Fisher, so I'm curious to see how that will affect and how that will change things moving forward.
Yeah, see if that's going to be really shaken up, or some people are maybe still sticking with again, what we talked about before, what they know, and Taipao, maybe even something even newer. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, deep breath. Very important. I mean, also, hopefully not the pressure getting to him, but we are jumping right in.
So this is kind of a complicated fight. What you need to do is get these mobs in so close to each other, and you want to one-shot this right here. And he left a lot alive.
Yeah,
he just went too early.
Yeah,
like he went way too early before it was all grouped up.
He did. He did not kite these properly this time, and that's something easier said than done because this is a very difficult fight, and this is why. Okay, he got the crit on the mini boss.
Yeah,
and that is very important. Let's see if he can convert that adversity in that first phase to a solid run.
All right, here for Iberg.
Okay, so yeah, right here, he gets the QTE, gets the other QTE. Does he get the squall? Yes, he gets the break.
Got everything so
Huntsman
far.
got the break, and that was very clean.
Wow.
Okay, he gets the core attack.
Going
Second
for it.
cross slash.
And
this should nuke. No crit.
No crit.
No crit.
Had to get the crit.
And this just adds
And
so
now the
much
totem's
time.
coming out.
Yes.
Oh no.
That's like an
56
extra
seconds.
12 seconds just because he didn't crit there.
Oh, that is
56.
That's
rough.
gotta hurt. We were talking with a lot of these players, and it's something that it's part of the game. It's part of the nature of it. And so I know a lot of these players have developed strats that minimize the effectiveness and or the impact of missing crits, right? So normally, if you're doing a build you were using in the preliminaries to get that early minimum 30-second time,
Right.
you are relying heavily on crits in that
Sure.
round, and you're playing until you get that crit.
Yeah, because you
And
can farm it up.
Exactly, but in this mode, they have devised builds to where even if they don't get that crit, it's not going to cost them 30 seconds, 20 seconds that you might do if you're doing the other build. Let's see what Shin has to do here.
All
All right, so he uses the Shimizu Akari field. Does not suck everybody in. Let's see if... this is disastrous.
Yeah, it's even worse than what happened with Taipao. He's going to have to clean up the whole field right now, one by one.
This is the nerves right now. I think it's 100% the nerves. I was going to say earlier, I think the Asia League players might have a small advantage because they've been on the stage before.
Sure. But right now for Shin, maybe not so much.
At least the clean mini boss kill,
Clean
but
mini boss.
it's that first phase was just it was rough. It's still similar though to what we saw out of his opponent in Taipao, so maybe he gets a similar score here.
Okay, going for something a little bit different here though, along with the Gogen Heat.
Same. Let's see, does he get the...
And...
7.
Okay,
Okay,
wow.
he got it. 47.
Yeah, lands
That
it all
is
the way
big.
through. That's massive.
See, and that's the difference between getting that maximum damage at the end there. He used that QT to save it at the end. You saw that he had 7%. That is the backup strategy that you need if you don't one-shot.
I mean, well, he's looking, okay with it. Obviously, but not happy at all about that first phase, but he's like, all right, I was still able to make up for it.
Yes.
I was able to go in with the strat where I can make up for that lost time.
If I'm Shin, that second stage, I'm ecstatic about it. If I can fix that first stage in the next day.
All right, we're still yet to see a good first phase though, as now Money Max up to him.
Okay,
Pretty
maybe just the one.
good, but I think it's only the one, right?
Yeah, that's okay. Best
that's
one we saw so far. Usually want to aim for around 7, 8, 9 seconds.
Very good, very
That
good.
is very solid here, and that is part of the Meilin change that a lot of people had Gogen Heat. It's to consistently one-shot that mid-level boss.
Yeah.
Okay, no stun, that's good.
Able to
Can you get this
continue.
break in of this wall?
And
no!
not
He
able to get
barely
the
missed
break.
that break.
And now he has to follow up. Oh, no, we are
Oh,
just going through
disaster.
every single thing that Iberg has to offer right now.
And so he's going to get this break finally here at 47 seconds here.
Oh, that's already so late, though. Now down to 80%.
He's going to get his supports in here, too. He needs to get them. Oh,
Oh,
did
no,
get them
not
in
able
either.
to land the
Okay,
damage
does this
either.
kill? No, it doesn't
Oh,
get
and it's
kill.
going back.
Not
He
the
has to
sculptures.
finish it.
Okay, he does the HP to making sure he can't regen, and then just go straight for the kill instead of killing both pillars. But right now, it's looking like
So much time lost, though. I mean, just playing catch-up, really, to Iberg.
106.
yeah, we really can't understate how much more pressure it is to be on stage and play.
Yeah, no, seriously, though, right? Because it's different setup. You're hearing the crowd like, ooh and ah, and every mistake. The casters are screaming over you. And for some of these players, it's a language you don't understand. They're like screaming and losing their heads.
Are they applauding me? Are they?
Yeah, like you have no idea. But, it's very different from when you're just able to focus either on game audio, maybe other music, whatever it is, silence, whatever your choice at home versus now adapting here to the live stage.
Well, Aces, he's got a decent shot. I mean, so far we haven't seen a very clean Iberg from anyone.
Okay, this looks interesting. That's a new strategy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's using dagger toss as well. This is completely new. This is something I have not seen before.
But perhaps a
extremely
safer
quick.
way to really guarantee that first phase.
That was a great first phase here.
Okay, see if he's able to really burn down Iberg
Yeah,
here.
12 seconds. Safe, and again, if you don't know, you have to not get into that red field or else you will be stunned. And
Yeah.
take
Oh, the
time.
break is
That was
extremely
clean.
good.
Instant.
Extremely
Let's
clean
see.
here from Aces.
Does this one shot?
The damage.
Oh,
the
my God!
34
He did it!
seconds.
That is what you want!
Truly here to flip his own destiny.
He crushed his preliminary time by
Aces.
4 seconds.
That is what you want out of that boss.
Yeah.
And you can tell that is exactly what he practiced for.
Holy.
And that is so much pressure off of your second run in this boss.
I mean, oh my gosh. And now it kind of pays off that he brought in his own little strategy here for
Yeah.
that first phase where I have to assume it seemed a little safer. You're able to kind of take care of things a little bit from longer range. You have double AoE, it looks like, and you're able to
Yeah.
finish that off cleanly.
Dang, and then that dagger toss, that is something I have not
Exactly,
seen either.
yeah.
So like, oh my, I am in shock right now.
Wow.
He really meant it when he said he would show up and do his best.
I mean, look at this.
And that's the crazy thing. It's different. Like I believe is our only Japanese player in the Asia League.
I believe so.
And so it shows that like I think a lot of the other players in that Korean league, they work together and they have double chaps. A lot of them are in the same guild. And so it makes sense to me that this is like someone from a different region
Right.
introducing their own strategies, and what do you know?
That's so cool.
It pays off.
Yes,
It
and that's
pays off.
part of the lovely thing about this, because there was a little segment they did on the Korea side, on the Asia side with Guang Guang, and he was talking about how he's eager to meet the international players because they play so differently as well, and he often
Yeah.
learns from them. So now we're seeing some small mixes. You love to see it, and Aces with a record time here on Iberg, going for 34 seconds.
That is like minimum 13 seconds here. So each
Oh,
of these
huge.
players, like Aces, Shin,
Yeah.
and Taipao, all have the best time in each one of these runs.
Yeah.
And so, are we seeing Money Max in the fourth
Ooh,
here?
okay.
Is this Money Max's
I mean,
chance to like shine? And
Also,
Could
also,
be.
yeah, also with Money Max, he's only 3 seconds behind Shin on Egress, so
exactly.
he's not even that far behind. If he has an exceptional SL here, he could definitely take the lead.
Yes.
It's not out of the question. He does have to have an exceptional SL,
Yeah.
though. So let's talk a little bit about this boss.
Yeah, let's see it. So, as you can see here, it's going to be another Sungjin Woo mode here, and the meta supports have been Isla Wright, Baekhyun Hook, and Kim Sung-shik. Kim Sung-shik, some of you might be wondering if you aren't familiar with the Battlefield of Time, why is an SR unit who is basically only in the first 2 chapters or so
Right.
of the manhwa and the original work in here? Is because he has the best break ability as a support wind user. And so that's what I love about this game is there's always a specific niche, right? And then you're also using an SR weapon on him to increase elemental weakness and get that extra break as well. So I'm expecting some quality runs here, especially from Money Max. At least I'm hoping.
Yeah,
That
well-
way, on the way back, I think it'll be like that's what I love about the format so far. It's anybody's game still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the way to that last bit, positioning himself
okay,
perfectly.
So type out, run it
Very
through,
nice.
and then you can use your second ability here.
Yeah.
Turn around, use it, nuke
Gets
it.
it again.
Great. And then you use both your supports here to one-shot it. Very clean from Taipao here. This is exactly the first 2 phases you want.
Yeah, this is the best he's felt so far about those early phases. Now just for the boss.
And then, as you can see here, this is a
Ooh,
new weapon.
yeah.
Stormbringer,
Yeah.
new since the build, and gets that break in her. Instant QT Thunderstorm.
And
Does this
the
nuke?
damage.
So no, not a second one, but he's going to get this in here.
Should be able to finish
Not
it
as
there.
fast as he wants, but this is an incredible
Huge,
pace.
yes.
Incredible pace by Taipao.
I mean, individually, he would have wanted more with what he prepared.
100%.
But because of what he prepared with that Stormbringer, able to get that 32 seconds.
Yeah, that's why you see him right now. I don't think he's satisfied with that. Because I saw him, I think, in his practice runs, I think he hit a high 20 second mark.
Sub 30.
Yeah, sub 30. And I think if he got that
Ooh.
second crit on that Thunderstorm, that might have one-shot.
Yeah, because really there was only a little bit left on the health
Yeah.
there, only about 10%.
Well, at least he was able to get a run that he feels okay about. You were saying he was not satisfied. It's not going to break records, but at least it was quite clean.
That set a huge precedent.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
I think if you're Shin right now, you're feeling the pressure. And it looks like he's owning up to it.
Yeah.
Right now, does not get that first clean, but it's still good.
Still
Maybe lost a
finishes it.
second there. You have a lot of opportunity to get here if you get those crits.
Yeah, if he can get those crits, if he can get the full damage that he wants for the full nuke.
Yeah, you're going to start that Stormbringer right
Same
here.
strategy.
And then get the break.
Okay.
Okay, yep, gets the break.
All
Very
right.
clean.
Oh, the crit all the way through!
29
seconds! And now Taipao's feeling the pressure in return. He's got to play catch up again.
This is exactly what I was saying that Taipao wanted.
Oh, no.
That was the run that he wanted. And I don't think it was saying that Taipei played that any worse.
No.
He just got that crit, and it was just extra little bit clean.
Yeah, I mean, because
little
it's
bit
just
cleaner.
able to finish off the boss without having to go for a second rotation there.
That is impressive. This is what I was curious about. I didn't know if they were going to be able to get those 29 seconds, early 30 seconds in these tense situations here. But they're living up to this moment.
All right, Money Max, let's see. Can you live up to the moment as well?
Yeah,
Get
yes,
the
So
F
far,
back.
it's very clean.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I don't know.
Never mind. I
Not
immediately
Yeah, he did not
cursed
get that
it.
crit. I don't know if he used Isla a little bit too late for that bonus
It
here.
seems like it, yeah, because
Yeah.
he was missing quite a bit to get through that mini-boss.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if he has a clean second phase again here, because, you know, he's been relatively consistent-ish.
Yep,
Relatively consistent.
ish. Yeah, that's a big
Breaking a QTE,
Qual
okay.
flyer. Can you get through with the damage?
And then you're going to reset it here, and this should clear it.
more?
Yep,
Yep, there
38
you
seconds.
go. 38 seconds.
So, again, I think this is going to be one of the most consistent fights from what I see moving forward. It seems like all of them are able to get that Thunderstorm damage in nice and clean. And so I think, like, you know, we saw 15-second, 20-second gaps in the other fights. This one, even though Sheen got an insane 29 seconds, that's only an 8-second
Yeah.
bump on Money Max here.
Yeah,
That's
so-
only 3 seconds on Taipei.
Yeah, if you can catch up through other means, maybe the other bosses, or even
Exactly.
here, just a couple more seconds, it can all add up.
I'm-
Yeah, I was about to
I'm
say.
kind of cheering for the underdog here,
Yeah.
Aces, just after his incredible Iberg that had brought in a new strategy, you know, Essel.
Okay, this is a different strategy as
Yep.
well. So
Okay.
that's something we're going to be seeing as well.
Yeah, not working on the positioning, but just going for the damage in
Uh-huh.
2 phases there, 2 rotations.
So this means he has to wait for another charge of it. He's using Isla, and then boom. Let's see. Maybe he's going for a safer and slower strat here.
yeah,
Okay.
gets him right into the mini-boss
Yeah.
at the very least.
And then
a
uses
little
the
bit
QT
slower.
to finish it here. So let's see if he can make up for it in this SL phase.
All right, on the SL phase, there's Stormbringer.
Looks like everyone is using Stormbringer in this new meta here. Gets that break in here, very clean.
And
Oh, okay,
he
yeah,
has
there
to
you
go for the
Yep,
second one, and that's going to
35
be
seconds.
the finish.
Not
35
bad.
seconds.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Again, not exactly the run you want. I think his first 2 phases, his strategy this time didn't pay off.
Yes.
Except he still had a very clean end as well. So, again, not the one he wanted.
He's like, no, that's not it. That's not
not
it.
me. That's not me. But it's definitely, I think, a run that you can be somewhat happy with. I wouldn't feel the pressure as much as I do the other runs that
Well,
I
yeah.
need to make up.
I mean, especially considering just how big the gap was on the first 2 Hunter modes here for Aces. Like, that's somewhere you can be like, okay, that's where I need to clean up, and I can try to catch up, because he still holds, of course, that record on Iberg for the time being. But now we will be going through the second run. So starting from here, I mean, every run, that's your last one you get on that mode.
Exactly.
It starts to add up. We add up all the best times from their 2 runs each on each mode and see how it works out.
Yeah, so as CM Prism was talking about, yes, we do have some gaps in times, but it's not quite as big as the other bosses we've seen. This one is very consistent. SL, Shin, incredible run. But everybody else, pretty decent. I'd say Money Max, the 38 is not, you're not feeling good about that. But even Aces wasn't great, but at least it's somewhat consistent. And it's only 3 seconds behind Taipei. I feel like, yeah, he can definitely come back in this. I'm cheering for him.
And that's what I'm really excited about is that on this next Snake around, it's going to be starting from Aces and ending at Taipei this time around, right?
Yes.
So Aces now has the chance to set the tone really and put some pressure on as well.
Yeah. We'll see if he's able to clean things up. It looks like he's very aware of what his goals are, not happy with some of his runs, despite what the expectations might have been. And so we go again, starting with Egress, but of course this time in that reverse order. And just in case any of them do feel like it, we should note that they are able to change their loadouts here, if they so choose, if they have a different strategy prepared. But we got to imagine, I mean, muscle memory is a big part of it. You're probably not
100%.
changing anything too big.
And if I am, you know, any of these players that did not get a first run of this, I want a second run. I don't want to change my strategy. I know
better.
that's what got me here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
yeah,
It's not as clean as I've seen, but it is
Yeah.
solid.
It's much better than his first
Minus
time, right?
15.
Yes.
That's minus 15 here. That's huge for him.
Yeah.
Very, very big improvement here on that first phase.
I think if he can get into the 40s, I think he's in a position where it's possible for him to win here.
Yep, going for that strategy where we're switching on to SL here in the or at the boss.
That's right. Gets
Lands
the break,
the break.
in here. Gets that ultimate cancel in here as well. And then gets that Gina rotation, and let's see if he can nuke this.
And all the way through down
And
to
you're
60.
praying for crits. You're
Going
praying
all the
for
way
crits.
through. You're getting some of them,
43.
but not
So close.
quite.
Oh.
No, not
And he's
able.
invincible. I think this is
Has
like
to go through. and has to wait on the
Yeah.
last couple bars.
I think this is part of his different strategy too. Is like you'll notice a lot of the other players, they're consistently getting that damage from Kanae there
Yeah.
to finish it. But like you saw last round, he had to use his ultimate now. We thought it was a
Yeah,
mistake, but maybe
but
that's
maybe
something
not.
he had to use, right?
Yeah, could have been. I mean, he cuts down a lot on his own time, but
Yeah.
obviously still a ways to go to.
Away for him. It seems like Igris is for aces.
No longer
A
looking
little
at the
bit.
camera. All right, looks
Yeah.
like Moneymax is locked in a little bit for me.
Yeah, Money
No,
Max.
no longer looking
little
at the
bit.
camera.
Yeah.
Out, and he's got that very clean at first.
Yeah, okay.
Not as clean
Not
there.
on to the second wave, though.
Oh, no.
Still has to go through with
Okay.
it. See if he can reset his composure
Okay.
a bit.
Yep.
Not
Okay.
bad, not bad.
Okay.
But I think it was still in addition, like he added time.
Yeah, and he
By
did
4
get that
seconds.
ultimate
4
cancel in here
seconds.
as well.
Yeah, got that SL ready to go. Now going through the boss here. He was at 41 seconds, only 10 seconds left to beat his own time from that first wave. And it's
the
not
break.
looking too good. Break now going for the damage.
Yeah, I don't think he's got it.
No, it's already past his own
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
And so now we will see the boss finish off.
40.
But it's going to be the 41 seconds from that first wave that we will be counting.
And again, if you're Moneymax, this isn't the boss you really need that improvement on. So
Sure,
I wouldn't
true.
be too worried, right?
True. Yeah, it's going to be that.
It's really here to represent.
Over till it's.
Extremely
okay.
clean though.
The assassin
Oh,
used
wait,
his
no.
disappear move
Never
and
mind.
was intangible here. So
Yeah, he had
it's
to wait.
looking like, you
It
know,
looked cleared, but it wasn't.
yeah, it's looking like he won't be able to beat his next time here. But let's see if he, because like you said, if he makes it to the finals, this is extra practice on stage. And
True.
he wants to get consistent and going forward as well. So if I'm Shin, I'm still trying my best to get this like as
Oh,
clean as
absolutely.
possible.
Yeah, make sure that you're getting everything correct from then on. Of course, he did hold that record from that first wave, but
Yep.
we'll see if he's able to just go through all the way in one burst.
Yeah, missing the damage as well,
Yep.
so he has to ult.
Has to ult just to make sure he finishes off the boss here,
But
and that
honestly-
will be the clear.
Cinematic though.
Yeah. Well, he holds the record from the first wave. Still nobody's beaten it just yet. It's at
Exactly.
38 seconds, so have a little fun on stage. Make sure that you're not spending more time than you need to on this round. And yeah, he's still locked in. He's still ready for
Yeah.
the next one.
This is why having one big round is so important. You can go for safe strats and be like, oh yeah, I'm doing okay. But if you're gonna have like a huge time save compared to your opponents of a difference of like 8 seconds on a boss, it's gonna be huge. So I think Shin, yeah, that one a little bit of
Yeah, I think Igris,
it's fine.
Igris might be the game changer.
It really could be because
moving
Shin was
forward.
so far ahead.
Yeah, we might see this and we'll see with Group A and moving on forward with Groups B through D if Igris stays that kind of problem boss,
Sure.
or is it just with this group? We'll see.
Well, Taipao, he's the one
This
who
is
really needs to cut
huge.
down
okay, it's a lot
on his
cleaner,
time.
but not
better. Yeah, but not optimal
yeah,
though.
but this is still like if I'm Taipao,
No.
okay, he got
No.
the disappear as well.
Yeah.
It shows up not
Again,
too far away,
but
but still had to go through
That's
extra
the difference,
steps.
though. Still minus 13 seconds
Yep.
from that first one. So I think even though it's not the run he wants, I think he's locked in. He wants to get this time better. He needs to get this time better.
All
Right.
right, let's see.
Hey, I mean, this final phase after the break needs to be perfect. Basically, he needs to get some big crits here, and that's really what it is about. The break comes
All right,
in.
there's the break now for the damage. Can we get the
Damage.
crits
All
going?
right.
We're seeing a lot go
Okay,
through.
it's burning.
50% burning
Oh,
all the way
that's
down
great,
to
that's
20%.
good. Come
Down
on,
to
Cortex,
5.
that's
And
it.
he finishes the boss at
Minus
40.
24
Wow.
seconds.
45 seconds. He cuts down the gap. He originally had 30 seconds to Shin, now down to only 7. So he's caught up all the way compared to some of the records he set on the other modes.
Again, as you can see, Taipao not exactly happy with that, right? But I think that's what you need. If you're that favorite, you need the best for yourself.
Oh,
and
yes.
that's something that I'd be happy. I think I keep using this phrase. I'd be happy, but I'm not satisfied, right? So, but again,
It's
that's
so true.
That's
yeah.
two. That's your 2 runs.
Yes.
That's it.
You only get 2. Yeah, and you have to start thinking big picture, right? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, run the numbers a little bit. It's all right. I still cut down time here.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, in the case of Taipei, it's going to be that best day run. It was pretty clean. And you're thinking, okay, well, we've got 3 other modes. I can catch up on the other ones.
He needs a good Iberg. Really, for
He
Taipei
does.
now, it's like
Yeah.
the other bosses, Best Day and SL, are great. They're actually the best so far, but Iberg has to be cut down by like at least 15 seconds for him to really have a good chance to get
All right.
first here.
Well, look at this. It went, like you said, from 30 seconds. Now the gap from first to second is 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's a very, very big difference. Everyone kind of equalizing on that second run. So these are just their second tries. Of course, we will compile all of them at the end of their full runs, and we'll see who comes out on top. We'll have other people run the numbers so we don't have to keep track of them the whole time. But Taipal, again, perhaps not happy with it, but you have to move forward. You have to think that was good enough. I got to move forward. There's 3 other moves we got to get through.
He definitely put himself in position to take this group. With this one.
Yeah, because before he was kind of out of the running in the first run.
Yeah, I'd say at this point, expected, but it's really between him and Shin.
Yeah.
Money Max is having fun. He's got great glasses. Aces, he's trying his best.
I think Aces, it could still be that dark horse.
It could be.
Unless Money Max just completely throws us away with the next 3 runs, I don't think he has a running anymore, but I still think Aces has a chance here.
There is a chance. I just feel like he's too far behind on Egress,
Yeah.
He's behind like 13 seconds on Shin, but
at the same
maybe
time,
he gets that win on a different
that
boss.
Curse Giant is his Blessed Giant right
Yes,
now. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, this time it's again Aces. Again, we're going in that reverse order. See if he can cut down that time. Again, a little bit slower here, but
No,
still,
that was clean.
yeah,
Minus
but he
5
gets the
seconds.
mini boss. Yeah.
12 seconds. Yeah, that's again not the fastest I've seen, but a solid run so far.
Nothing egregious. Now moving on to the boss.
All right. Let's see.
Over to the Mirai ult.
Always got to use the shadow, stay in that Mirai field. And
People.
All
Get
right.
the damage going through. We're seeing quite a bit.
Big boom boom.
Down to 50%.
আমি এসে হ্যালো
Now 40.
ড্যাডি আমাকে চুপ করাই দিছে
Just a little bit more.
This is
20.
why
হ্যালো
he's
স্ট্রিম
gonna
করতেছে
Yep,
getting
he
those
goes through
cooldowns.
the invuln just
Chuk
briefly.
karayi
Oh
dise.
no!
Yeah.
He used his second ability, and then he
Yeah.
canceled his first ability.
Oh,
This is not what he
no.
wanted.
The nerves. They're
This is-
coming in.
And now his ult ran out.
And he
There's
just
7
has to,
seconds
he just
left.
has to sit there and wail away.
I think this might be it for Aces, guys.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
really needed a better time here on this boss. And he only got a time save of 1
Yeah,
second.
I think that's
not
that
enough.
nerves right there. So during that
Yeah.
phase where Best Day turns into invulnerable and then starts that break thing, you really can't waste those 2 damage dealers. That's where Amamirai really gets her damage in here.
Yeah.
And you get those base attacks weaving in, and then you get those basic skill damage and basic skills reset. So basically, you're just spamming your first 2 abilities, and then you're basic attacking, and then they come up again. But what happened there was he used his basic skill when he was invulnerable.
Oh, come on. You never know.
Let's hope he doesn't get unlucky with that one guy
I
surviving
know.
for just like a tiny bit.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Let's see.
Okay,
There we
Alright,
go.
much
Okay.
better.
That's
much better.
minus 12.
Minus
That's huge.
12 is a lot better.
Hey.
Money Max, he's not out of it yet.
And that is the slower phase with the strategy as well. So you're really trading off that first phase for this phase. So let's see if he can catch back up.
Yep,
in
gets
terms
the
of
beam
damage.
going from Gina as he switches back to SMBek, and now we just start wailing away. See if he can cut down through the chaos
Oh my god,
here.
this is
Look at
crazy.
SMBek go.
I
He's
have to
going
spend a lot of
crazy.
time
Seconds, this is
if
good
I want to
phase.
be at
Okay.
their level.
Like,
And
so
big
far.
settings.
By the way, guys,
Yeah.
sometimes they are missing
Back
them a
in,
little bit.
and he's
That because
Now we
sometimes
just
they
finished
can't
off the
crit.
last 10% of the HP.
And when they did the
Yeah.
preliminaries, they
It's not
did
what
quite a
you're
lot of
looking
rerun.
for.
But here, you
55
cannot do any
At
rerun.
least
It's
it's
one
better.
time.
He can
Yeah.
feel
If you
better
messed up,
for
then you were
himself,
done.
But I think he needed another time
Yeah.
save to try to catch up to type.
But I'm not so sure why
think
they
it is
were
the
using bike.
Oh.
No idea
I mean,
why.
he's
Bike
not
was
too
definitely
happy
not a
about
good
it.
choice.
Yeah.
Whoever using bike, they
Crazy. I think
actually
I see,
needed
yeah,
quite a lot of
crazy.
time. But
Yeah,
type of
sounded
good
like
here.
it.
Using
Fun fact,
Mire
Typo, I think, got
with
matching
Goto.
tattoos on his neck.
God damn, bro.
Oh,
On this Korea
really?
trip.
Oh, okay.
Enjoy Korea. That's what he said. You know.
Alright.
I don't know if that's
This
really
dude
like a
is
national
literally
treasure
serious
for you,
in this,
but
with this
hey, at least
game.
it's something to remember the
Okay,
event
so
by
we're gonna
for
be
sure.
fast forwarding
Here
the
on
stuff
Best Day, we have
so
to
that
remember
we
that.
can
Oh,
save
and
our
again,
time
up
because
again,
it's
a little bit
pretty much
rough.
8-hour
This is
long
not-
stream. We do not have that
I
much
mean, this
time.
isn't why you want to use the go-to as well, right? The whole point is to try to avoid this, like the walking around. And
And also the
Oh,
strategy
that was
for the
bad.
last part
I
is
got
that
hit.
it's
God
easy.
damn.
Or at least
That
so
was
far.
bad.
It's
But
the
all
mini
the,
bosses
I
start
think,
with
yeah,
time.
Yeah,
his
the
fast
strategy
run
is
was
not
so
really
much
working
better.
for him.
Yeah, because like when you saw Money Max or
I
Typo,
think
you
he
didn't
gonna be
see that.
clearing this
Mini boss. They
44
were
or
gone
48 seconds, something like that.
yeah, going
Let's
for
see.
a bit of his own mix here, but now putting on the debuffs.
But still, it pretty
And
much
now it's SMBek
longer
time. So
duration
using a mix of
compared to
both,
whatever
still
Typo
doing
did.
the damage here with SMBek on the boss.
Yeah. But if you can
Typo
get
cleared
lower
with
than
42
your previous
seconds
time
with
of
Mire.
105,
That
I
was
think
really, really good run.
I would, you
That
take
was
that.
Yeah,
clean.
he's not in a bad place per se.
But not in the good place.
Feels
either.
very slow.
Yeah,
I
I
it's
don't
still
know.
a 30.
55,
Oh,
still
this,
slower than Money Max right
he's
now.
not even going to beat his old time, I don't think.
Ito
minute at
gusto
least,
ko
yeah.
A little bit? 4
All right.
seconds?
Yeah,
Hello?
হ্যাঁ তোমার স্ট্রিমই তো দেখতেছিলাম এতক্ষণ
আচ্ছা দেখো
No, I mean, you
এখনো
wanted to cut
দেখতেছি।
down a lot here so that you feel okay about the
1-2
remaining,
সেকেন্ডের যে
two
ইন্টেন্স
modes on
ব্যাটলগুলো
Such a
হচ্ছে
mode.
ও মাই গড আর ওদের
Oh,
স্কিল
now he's
দেখছো
smiling, but it's
Yeah.
not a good one.
Not the smile you want.
হ্যাঁ
No.
কত কিছু একদম ক্লিন মাঝে মাঝে
হ্যাঁ
like
29 সেকেন্ডে কমপ্লিট করছে
Yeah,
মাই
the crowd's like, no.
পজিশনিং ম্যাটার করে
Yeah,
এখন
that's not
যখন
what we were looking for, that's
টুর্নামেন্টের
not why we were
প্রিলিমিনারি
here.
রাউন্ড হয়েছে ওখানে তো রিট্রাই
Well,
দেওয়ার
it's going
অপশন
to be
ছিল সো ওইখানে
tied
কারেকশনের
now.
অপশন আছে বাট
Which
এখানে কিন্তু
was-
ইফ ইউ
it was
ফাকড আপ দেন ইউ আর
pretty
ডান
comfy
Yeah.
কারণ
I mean,
সামটাইমস
he held
আমরাও
the
তো
record
এই
on best day
ব্যাটলগুলো
in that
জান করি
first
মাঝে
round,
মাঝে বস যে
42
ফেজে
seconds,
চলে যায় মারা
obviously,
খায় না
ideally,
15-20
personally, he
সেকেন্ডের
wants a bigger record,
ওটা ক্লিয়ার
but he
করতে
doesn't
হয়
have to really pressure
সো ওরা
himself
যদি
here. That's not
বস
where
ফেজে
you're
যাওয়ার
looking
আগে
at
মারতে
that
পারে
time
ওই
before.
সময়গুলোতে আসলে
We'll
ফার্স্ট
see how
হবে ওরা
things
কিন্তু
go
আল্টি
here.
মারতেছে না খেয়াল করছো কারণ ব্যাটল ফিল্ড অফ ট্রায়ালে
Right?
না ব্যাটল ফিল্ড অফ টাইম এনিওয়ে এই মোডগুলোতে আল্টি মারলে কিন্তু আল্টির যে অ্যানিমেশনটা যে আসে ওই অ্যানিমেশনটা কিন্তু
Okay,
কাউন্ট করে
yeah,
এই জন্য
yeah,
কিন্তু
I
ওরা
was
আল্ট মারে না
wondering,
আল্ট মারতেছে না
Gets the
দেখছো
damage
সেটা
there.
ওই 5-6 সেকেন্ডের যে অ্যানিমেশনটা ওটা ওরা ওয়েস্ট হয় ওটা অনেক কারণ
কারণ
নর্মালি জিন হর অনেক স্কিল আছে
Yeah, so he
যেগুলোতে
should
তোমার
be
নর্মালি
okay just
হচ্ছে
going through the motions
অনেক
here. If
বেশি
he
ড্যামেজ
gets,
দেয়
you
এই
know,
জন্য
maybe a
জিন
second
মধ্যে আল্টি
better, it's great. If
ইউজই
not,
করে
it's
না
not
বাট
a
এই যে
big deal.
যেমন মিরে তো
Down
আল্টি ছাড়া কোনো ড্যামেজ
70%
নেই
now.
আর আল্টিতে অ্যানিমেশন তো নাই
Going
শর্ট
through.
অ্যানিমেশন
It's pretty
Oh,
fast.
yeah,
though.
yeah,
Okay.
But I mean, I was voted for PayPal, by the way.
Unless he can
But
skip the phase here.
fortunately,
No, it's, yeah. I mean, this
he
is what
did
you
not
talked
win
about,
this.
right? It's a little tough here. You haven't really seen it happen,
Yeah,
but still gets it at 45.
so whoever
close.
voted for
That is- I think that
player who
time-
won, they're gonna
Oh, it
get
barely
extra
doesn't
10
meet his preliminary.
summons.
No, just not yet. But at the end of the day, still set that 42 in that first
Exactly.
round. That's what we have to remember.
Okay.
So right now he's feeling quite best day. Cosplays later on as well.
Solo leveling এ তোমার
Big
হচ্ছে
games, I mean,
জাপানিজ
yeah.
ভয়েস অ্যাক্টর নিয়ে
Unless I
আসছে
get-
এখানে
Well, hopefully not.
Yeah.
You'd be on the
Original.
mind.
কোথায় আমি তো অ্যালেক্স লিরে দেখলামই না
It might smell a
না না
little
না ইংলিশটা না
bad.
জাপানিজটা নিয়ে
ও
Let's find the silver
সেইটা
lining.
বল
মেবি নেক্সট এসএলসি তে অ্যালেক্স নিয়ে আসবে
Yeah,
কারণ অ্যালেক্সের কথা
debut
অনেকে বলছিল
Hong Kong Soo in that arm wrestling competition.
Oh, okay, yeah.
কিন্তু
All right,
anime
something-
তো
something to
originally
hold
Yeah.
on to.
Japanese
Canon,
language
right?
release
You
হয়েছে
know,
না?
You're not happy unless he's losing. But let's see here.
All right, so just so type
Between
এই জন্য
beating
জাপানিজটা নিয়ে
close either. Just 7 seconds. The this we know here.
Kini PayPal would have to have no.
ওকে এগেইন
nice
সেকেন্ড রাউন্ড অফ কার্স জায়ান্ট তো
Yeah,
প্রতিটা
he's even better,
চ্যালেঞ্জ
maybe.
হচ্ছে দুইবার করে রান
Let's
করতেছে
see if
বেস্ট
this is like a
যার
big
যেটা বেস্ট
strategic
ওগুলাই নিবে
difference.
তারপর হচ্ছে
No,
টোটাল
no, didn't get
টাইমার
the full
হচ্ছে
clear,
অ্যাড করবে
yeah.
যে কে কত ফাস্ট ক্লিয়ার
Yeah,
This one's
so
gonna be much
maybe the
slower.
strategy
ফাইনালে
is
কিন্তু
not
ব্যানিং
gonna
অপশন
be
দিছিল
Escape
এটা তো
button.
সেমিফাইনাল হইতেছে ফাইনাল হবে
Go next.
all
ফাইনালে
for the
ওয়েপন
cause.
ব্যান
Yeah.
করার অপশন দিছিল আল্লাহ
I got the
আমাদের
first
Wow.
level,
চারটা করে ওয়েপন ব্যান করে দিছে
Yeah. This is what happens
সব
when your first
সব
time
ডিমন
is
কিং দেখা সবার ব্যান
pretty insane.
Yeah.
It's like
It
if
was
your
funny.
second one doesn't go well at first.
I mean, you just chill, right? You go through the
Yeah.
motions, you just make sure your
তো
hands
ওইটার
are
মধ্যে
warmed
বেশি
up.
ইন্টেন্স ছিল
You kind of keep check of yourself, make sure that you're not making any other
এই যে
egregious mistakes here.
ব্রেক পাইছে
Yeah.
Got the break
Last
going
game,
down
it is-
now at
it's
72%.
not good
Through with
A6
the burst and
এই যে
not
6
creating the magic there either. The crit
এটা
doesn't come through, so
কিছু
And that
কয়েকটা
was
রাউন্ডে
also
ভালো
really
করছে এই যে
good
দেখো
yes. Must
কার্স
have been
জায়ান্টে ও
that
ভালো করছে
one-time
আর ফার্স্ট রাউন্ডে
wonder here.
34 সেকেন্ডে
For
ক্লিয়ার
aces.
করছে যে বাম পাশে নিচে লেখা
All
আছে
you
এবার
need, 2
55
runs,
বাট ইটস
one of
ওকে
them
34 ই তো
beautiful.
কাউন্ট করবে
True. I mean, you
So
know,
this is really good. Again, heat in his
ও অনেক মজার মজার ইয়ে
yeah,
আছে
got money
8
bags
ঘন্টা
here.
লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং
Let's see
করছে
if my-
বুঝছো কত বড়
Okay.
ইয়া হইছে
Yeah,
এটা
not too
ইভেন্ট
bad.
হইছে অনেক
Mini
কিছু
boss, all right.
হইছে।
Gets it.
আমি
Moving on
অফিসে
to
বসে বসে
Ivory.
দেখছি এটা
So behind his original, but let's see if he lands the crits this time around.
Yeah, we have to remember it was a pretty rough going
কুপনগুলো
first.
দিতে
Oh,
পারতা
he
এই
got
জিনিস
stunned.
That's what we were talking about. That's something you got to be careful of.
Yeah.
It's not.
ভালো
a
ভালো
massive thing,
কুপন
but he gets that
দিছে।
break earlier, so I'm
Yeah.
expecting this phase to be a lot better from him here.
আমি
All
ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডে
right,
কেন
let's
হচ্ছে
see.
That big bong?
And
No
no.
crit.
ব্যাটল বিল্ড অফ
Not
ক্যাওস
gonna see it happen. So now it just has to go through.
Okay, but the shadows are still up, so it destroyed the other pillar.
Yeah, all right. So it's a little
this
bit
is still
quicker
going
to
to
go
be a
through.
big upgrade for him. Minus
Minus 12.
12.
Okay.
Big upgrade, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
I mean, not to overtake overall, right? The whole record here, and of course on Iberg. I mean, I don't really know if anyone's going to overtake
ফাইনালটা
Berg
যা হইলো
before that. Yeah.
This boss,
That's
এ
the
হালাই
right
ফানি
trend.
ফানি কথা
Meanwhলে।
টেইপাল
And Praise
বাট
okay,
সবাই
this is
কি
big.
ভাবছিল জানো ওই
Let's see if
টেইপালটা
Jason
উইন
can
হবে তুমি
increase
পড়া
his
দেখলাম না আমরা
time
সর্বপ্রথম আসি তো
for his time lost.
okay, this is not
Okay.
too bad. Oh, that's. It looks like he changed
Yeah,
his style.
Not too
Hey,
bad.
এখান
Not
থেকে
too
আমি
bad.
কিছু
Yeah,
Oh
একটা
my gosh, minus
Okay.
11.
Minus 11.
I'm gonna play, I'm
That is
gonna
what
apply
you
it.
want.
Huge.
That's what you were
The
gonna do. You're
adaptation
gonna
coming
learn
in
from the
after
best.
perhaps watching
And they're the
aces
best in the
go
world.
with that strategy
Not
here
us,
now
the
just for
creator.
boss.
Okay.
We just create content.
What's stunned?
Yeah.
Is the break.
Doesn't mean that we are best at
He
this
gets
Oh,
game.
very
taken. Yes, he
fast.
does.
Okay,
This
very
is looking
clean.
very
Just needs the
clean.
crits.
Okay,
Look, everything
let's
that
see here,
does
and
is
does the
calculated,
block
like
do
every
it?
single
All
break.
the way through.
But sometimes, wow, 35 seconds.
He
Damn.
did it.
35!
That is
Shin did good.
huge.
Shin is really,
Now,
really
this
serious.
begs the question, if he's always had this
Okay,
prepared or if he
but-
kind of just picks it up after.
Okay, never
He
mind.
was one of
He
the
did like
players that
34
kind
seconds
of, now he's able
on
to
his
clean
first
that.
run.
What you were looking to do now.
So it is good.
If here.
Absolutely.
Otherwise,
Okay,
Shin
PayPal
might
game.
take it. So
Man.
he needs 2 already.
I thought Table
Hopefully that's
gonna
why.
win.
Oh no, there's
But you know what?
three.
The winner is
It's already
Korean.
looking a little bit
Goddamn.
reminiscent of his first run.
Still minus
Still
4
attacking
seconds right
right
here.
now.
This should do it.
Yep, gets the boss. Minus 3 seconds, consistent on the.
But
Gets that.
there is another battle they're gonna do,
Continue.
which is
Runs
our
them
CM
away.
Prism, the
Very clean
global
so
live
far.
streamcaster
Gets the damage
of
through.
Streamcaster,
Can
and
the
the
ball-
English
the
voice,
ball-
sorry, the
Seven.
Japanese voice actor of
Still
Solo
not
Leveling,
enough.
and
Just barely.
I think another one is
Destroy
from the
that.
dev
Okay,
team,
that's good.
or maybe the
This is
producer.
gonna be
I
minus
forgot.
$5.
minus 5.
Okay.
Those
yeah,
three
minus
people
4,
gonna
minus
compete
5.
with each
Just
other.
making it
That
pretty
was
close,
really really
though.
fun,
Tight.
and
It's
I am
anybody's
surprised that
game between,
they are
of
even
course,
better
PayPal
than
and
me.
Shin.
God
The other
damn,
two,
All right,
bro.
you know,
Dom,
not out of the
Sheesh.
race.
how's the math looking?
That means they just
Yeah, there
don't
you go.
do voice
Oh,
acting.
that's
Wow,
Looks real authentic
Oh,
here.
her cosplay is amazing.
Clean.
That's
Nice.
so
Meeting
cool,
was-
actually.
Yeah, that's sick. That is sick.
You'll say
But
that
I
after
feel
10
like Shin
20
might be
seconds, I
back
guess.
to being
Oh
ahead.
my gosh, yeah.
Because it seems like overall, so far, the current
Guys, not
totals.
that-
So the issue for Shin is his best day
Ooh,
was a
cute.
minute, right? And
Is
Taipal's best day was
isn't it
45, so there's a
15
15
She's
second difference. There's
cute.
only a 1
Yeah.
second difference on Egress. And Iberg, there's a 16-second difference.
Oh.
So right now, they're basically the same seconds.
Yeah.
This could
Front thought time.
be right now.
Which
Okay,
that is-
ফাস্ট ফরওয়ার্ড করে দেন
Very
নাহলে আবার ইয়া হয়ে যাবে
Ooh.
That-
Had to refresh
আবার
their
এই শিবরাত্রি
top.
তো
Can
Pink
I-
জিন
black
Of course, still going for his first order. Okay, he
হ্যাঁ
switched it
একটু
up. He
টাইম
goes back to the original
এটা
meta
হচ্ছে
here.
জিনো
Man,
রান
this first
সেকেন্ড রান
group is really showing why this tournament.
Wow, Shin cleared it
Yeah,
at the
and
first
we're
run
only
in
in the first group. I
29
almost
seconds?
forgot.
What the fuck?
Still 12 other
What
offensive
did
হ্যাঁ
players, but
তুমি
now
ওটা
on to
দেখো
boss
না
here for aces.
29
No,
সেকেন্ড
I was in call. How
Okay,
come he cleared
minus 4
29
so a lot cleaner
seconds?
in the middle there.
That must be an amazing
All
run.
right, gets the break. This is
Like
clean.
like
credit.
clean,
Clean.
perfect,
All right.
shit.
very
Yeah.
good so far.
Gets the reset, and that's going to
We
be
that's all.
2 seconds.
জাস্ট দেখলাম যে
Okay.
শিলটা ব্রেক
Wow.
করলো
I don't-
তারপর
does
কই
that-
ড্যামেজ
I
দিল
definitely,
কখন
like,
দিল
tightens the
শিলটা
gap,
ব্রেক
but I
করার
don't think
সাথে
it
সাথে
does.
ডেড
Well, no, I
I
mean,
like
it
this
was
book.
so far
Yeah, it was
behind.
really, really
Super
clean
behind.
It's the
then.
hunter modes. The hunter modes really.
You can just
I
literally
like
see the timer and you will know how clean it was. Damn, bro.
I mean, a great Iberg and you love
Bro
him
is
just from
crazy.
Nestle as well, not trying something funky, just yeah.
Okay, the
He
fast
barely
forward.
made it in, but he showed why he deserved to be here.
Yes, absolutely. If you could show us something new, right? Maybe set a new tempo there, a new meta. That would be
Alright,
something interesting.
let's see
Money
if
Max.
Money Max
Money Max.
works the
Okay,
magic.
Money Max.
Yeah, leave his
Okay, that was
mark as
good.
well.
That was
Also,
that was
okay,
clean. That was
95,
clean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Better than his previous.
Now the question
It's
is
still
what
a bit
he's gonna do
slow.
with the boss itself.
And let's see.
I love it how they
Yeah.
calculated all the fucking break damage
gets
over
that
here,
boss all
like
set
when
up,
they should
all about
summon.
storm break.
See,
Beautiful.
it like they know that it's gonna get the break. Oh
Oh,
wow, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
not able to
So-
get
Woo!
33 seconds, solid again.
Even it was not
-5 here.
29 seconds, but
Not
it is
gonna be enough for him,
clean
but
AF.
A very good run.
Yeah,
Really,
it seems
really
like
clean.
really, unless you're making any bad mistakes in the first two phases, that here,
Bro,
if everyone's using the
it
same
is what
strategy
calls
for
skill.
Stormbringer, that we should be seeing like 32, 33. It's a question of can you get to that 30 mark, right?
All right.
Or in scene.
Come on, that's it.
In Shin's case,
Yeah,
yeah,
It
lower.
comes, it comes down to this, guys. I did the math. Shin is about 2.3 seconds
Oh,
ahead.
wow.
that gap
Can
is-
he
Okay.
make it 3
Again,
seconds?
Shin,
That
can
No
he
way.
beat his
29?
own
It's possible.
record?
No, it's possible.
Probably
He's like
not.
a
That was
perfect run.
insane.
Because
29
I'm pretty
seconds.
sure
That
I
is
think I
literally
saw
insane.
Taipal do 27, 28 seconds.
Nobody should
27,
actually beat it.
okay.
Very
Wow.
clean.
Point.
Cuts it down, yeah.
.02.
Wow.
Okay.
That could be
He's
the
even doing
difference.
better
Everybody
this
on the edge
time?
of
What
their
the
seats.
heck?
We'll see it's able to cut
Bro,
it down
this
even
is
further.
crazy.
There's Stormbringer
Put the
comes
pressure
out.
Okay, that was like a second delay with
Yep,
that.
great.
Oh,
I'm not
very
gonna
Already down to
sure he's gonna beat his own
89%.
record. Probably
Oh,
not.
did not get the
No,
double
not
crit.
getting
Not
it.
the God run,
Yep.
but again,
I told
31
you,
seconds,
that's a little
great
bit delay
time.
over there.
That is what
Small
Taipal got
delay.
last time.
Yeah. He's
This-
1 second away from it. So quite frankly, he even the
So
31 is
still,
the
he
record
got
so
his
far
own
out of all the runs
record,
by just about
unbeaten.
half a second.
I don't
We'll
think the
see if
table
the
gonna
29
beat
is
it
all he
either way.
needs to really
That was like
move on to
insane.
the
The 29 second
I'm
was
stressed
like
out for
boom.
Taipal right
Yeah.
now. Like, this
I mean,
is
honestly,
Like, oh, I
No.
know.
Okay, a little bit fast
That should
forward.
go-
Come
Oh,
on,
that they sing
Table. I
about,
had
right?
high
Yeah,
hopes.
we-
Oh, wow, that was clean.
need to see that.
I'm gonna
fierceness,
watch it
the Eye
again.
of the tiger
Oh,
that they sing about.
They are
Yeah,
not
we-
wasting any time. Look at that.
Who
4
really
seconds and
sings
the
about
fast
it?
pace is gone.
All right, now position
Okay,
yourself good.
great start.
Okay.
I
Oh
think that's it.
no,
Yeah,
that
it's
was like a
awesome.
2-second delay over
Okay,
there.
if he can
Taper,
get that
goddamn bro. No
God
crit,
RNG, God
miss
crit
a
right
small
here.
crit over there.
There might be the slightest chance, but that That might be our upset right here.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
it's
gonna
gonna
get the
be
big
no.
skill now.
He knows.
Yeah.
He
He's-
knows.
It's a domino effect.
Okay,
Yeah.
he did a delay.
now
That's
just
not
missing
the
out all
proper
the
break
damage.
that he should
Has to
get.
go through.
Hi, pal.
never
Oh
mind.
no!
It
I
was-
mean,
it was.
there was
Oh
some tight
shit! Now he got the
expectations for
skill.
Taco. And now we're just getting the full tour.
Yeah.
of this.
Damn.
This is
So
exactly
this is
what's
where
going
Tapel got
And
out
this is
So this is
shot
what this
at.
boss is like.
on. Yeah.
Oh
But this is, I
no.
think, the reminder. It's easy to watch from home and say, well, you missed this, you missed
Yeah.
that. But
This
the
was
best
bad,
players show
Table.
up,
Oh
and
my
they're not able
God.
to carry through.
I feel sorry for
The
him
only
now.
thing that could save him right here is if Valdez did not do
Yeah,
his match.
maybe I messed it up. I'm like,
This is the
He's
only
not
really
happy
blaming
with
all
his
the
score,
audience.
buddy.
Yeah.
He's not.
But
You
that.
can tell
sadly for
him.
Typo, I
You
trust
can
his
tell
match
it
skills.
by
Well, yeah,
the
I
look
mean,
of his
also,
face.
no matter what, it wouldn't have been that big of a gap, and I think with the 32
क्या मैं
seconds,
बोलो जरा
that's a
खुशी हो
3-second
जाए.
gap. One hunter will have the
Oh
best
my
time
God.
of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Have to
Alright,
wait
let's
for the
see.
officials.
Dash record SLC.
Okay,
Just
by the
for
way, the
SLC
first
shit,
one Table
only
did was
on that's up there.
32
Yeah,
seconds,
so
so
it's only 2.5
still
seconds
second place.
here.
But
This is tense.
okay, never
Don't make
mind.
mistake.
Let me
And
see
even
who's
if
going
you're
to the
on there
next
and you're-
round.
Like this game, incredibly they're bad.
Keeper.
Eight.
Uh,
The
he, has,
biggest-
he has a 7-second lead on Iberg. He's able to cut it down and run. And
The quality.
Willing Gallery.
Okay, so Asia League winner
really
Shin.
does. Representing that solo
Nice.
leveling gallery.
Bro, it's supposed to be Teba.
Class for his opponents.
Yeah.
Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They were all great. Like
Uh-huh.
we heard CM Prison talk about, like everybody up there on the stage. You get two runs to get basically perfect to have a chance to make finals. And Shin, I mean, he was able to do it on Iberg, kind of. His Esso was beautiful, obviously. But yeah, really just that consistency is Egress as well. Enough to get ahead, and we'll see some of the replays
Man, Shin
of
is
his runs here.
Yeah,
Like,
the highlights.
he
And
did something
just
broken
already
style
that
with
Egress,
that.
You know, that first phase
That-
really caught some of the hunters, yeah, where he was so
But
clean
I really
in
hope that
that very first
Typo
run,
may win the round. But
able to just go
hey,
all
bro,
the
it
way
is what it is.
through. And like you said, it set the tone for himself, it set the tone for his opponents, that he's here to really show off. Now, the best is something that didn't quite work out, right? Kind of came in with his own idea here with a bit of that hybrid composition, but never really set any sort of record here on best day.
That's something to look out for too. That means he has room for improvement.
True.
He won by 8 seconds with probably like 15 seconds that he can add to
We're going, there will be
finals.
Right?
Yes.
You got all the best hunters collaborate and
Yeah.
essentially work on best day with the new strat, as you were saying. But
okay, so
room
International
for
League is done
improvement.
now.
You
I
go back to the
think
skill, talk about it.
the Asia
Yes.
League will
Hey,
be
now this didn't
Watch
starting right now.
Icebreakers
Let's see.
You saw not as good talk.
during here is D-Nice, but of course we
Yeah.
all know him as X. And okay, well his biggest opponent's already
Best
out.
opponent
Typo
Tapel. Yeah,
eliminated,
everybody hope
so
that
now he
Tapel
really
may
doesn't
win the
too much to worry about.
title. man.
Hey, I'm just saying the facts, all right?
And I'm
Okay.
hoping so. I actually had the pleasure of having breakfast. The
2020 International Championship. I
Yes!
am ready, yeah, basically. Because I believe the question for that is like, what is your mindset, or what are you here to?
It's in the focusing on the most group. It seems like those hunter modes are kind of hurting some of
and
the.
here, I,
Best, but it might be that no one
quite
we are looking at levies from the Katsui. I'm thinking,
You know, then you kind of yeah.
well, it's going to now ages like he's maybe.
something that competitor national isn't that.
They got together. They got together at the end there.
This is like the best esports crowd.
Hey, song group.
Like-
Group A record. Things go. We will be going to sneak things.
So I have to
on
say,
Vegas.
X has had the cleanest beginnings of this boss I've seen. That slow
Yeah.
start, but picked it right back up.
Yeah, he doesn't really stumble onto it. No domino effect now onto Egress.
And this,
Okay.
you'll see a little bit of a different strat here, using that second ability.
এটা হচ্ছে
first.
তোমার second group. This is the second group.
Pays off for him.
The first
he's
group
able to cut down
was
some of
winner
that
was
time because of it.
Shin.
Slowly
So they
A
made
lot of
4 group
SL
for
stacks
16
as well,
people,
up to 40.
and 4
45
stacks as well.
okay.
player
great.
gonna
Lots of stacks and
go
now
to the
jam.
final
Okay,
round.
the
So
Chris
Time.
got
yep,
through.
every
Get
single
the Chris down to
group
50
there will be one
seconds.
winner for now.
All
Can
the
he get-
way 10.
45
and
seconds.
And
Oh,
just
he
go!
gets the
Not able to.
invincible.
The invincible comes through.
But
holds it
49
back.
seconds. That lost him about 3 seconds right there, but 49 seconds, like we saw from the first one, that's a respectable time, but I don't know if it'll be enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 seconds at 40.
It's too very far away from what he wanted, but now going to be moving on
to Rock.
Okay, also Rock. Also not the cleanest beginning here as well.
Yeah, this
Oh, there was
beginning-
only one mob
Cleans it.
with that
Okay,
rotation.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Rock
pretty
missed
good,
like,
pretty good.
oh, okay.
And again,
He recovered so
yeah,
quickly.
usually
That was a
players
13-second
do not use the QT to get into
clear
the
of
and then
for the
cancel right
mobs.
here.
Now,
They definitely are using that
we have to see
QT
how
for
fast he
Essel
can
to
clear
get
the boss.
extra break on Egress the red right here so they can get that going, but 8-4
Gotta
goes
break the shield
that
faster.
ultimate cancel at the beginning.
Yeah, so you're kind of missing out that time, but going for that extra break. Now it's just having to go through the damage
Exactly.
here and melting through 60% all the
this
way
is very
through.
fast.
This is
The
fast.
burst,
He's getting
yeah,
the
20%.
crit.
He's getting rid of the
That
crits,
Ow.
and there it is.
so
41 seconds, yeah, that's nice.
41 seconds.
Incredible first run from Rock.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, and despite the very first phase not being as clean as you're used to, you say, okay, keep calm. I can finish off the rest of the mobs,
Yeah.
mini boss. Which of those strategies works? Or just
Last time was
Seeing why the players,
okay.
but still, that is still like again first run that puts off so much pressure. Oh, Levis did not realize. Oh, what's going
wait,
on?
what?
Here?
What's going on?
Does
Looks
he
like
not realize that he was starting or?
might have been some sort of technical error.
Technical
We'll
error,
have to
looks like
double
it.
check here.
Yeah, he's pressing something like, what's going on?
Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to ask the referees for a little review here. Levis not looking too happy about what happened. And we'll have to wait for a final result. Now, obviously, you can be used to the lights and the stage and whatnot, but something like this, you know, whether it's a tech issue or whatever
Yeah,
else it might
we'll
be.
See what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, for one, we'll have to get confirmation on what happened, but two, no matter what happened, can he recover from it is the other thing we now have to keep track of. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it seems like something.
When it's an esport, right, you're playing
If I'm him, I'm happy.
terrible, yeah.
I'm in the mid, but
Yes. I'm able to,
Back after his first hit, once we do when things are.
yeah. Sounds and fins blown. The ref able to that does cover in tie belt well. Refs and trying to figure. But as we wait, crazy.
still first round to go. Obviously, that
You want to see them kind of butt heads against each other as well, whether it's with themselves
like
or not.
we're ready.
Okay,
We're back.
we're right into it.
And
This is much better looking.
Okay, maybe.
Not
No.
quite.
No.
I'm waiting to see one of these very clean starts. Here.
Yeah, not the ones we're used to seeing when you know people are just kind of showcasing their best records, right? And now he has to clean up one by one.
Yeah.
Kind of have
Okay.
Okay, the mini boss all the way through.
Yeah, and again using that strat turn.
Oh,
and
bro
that's
messed
what
up like
we
5
saw
seconds
right
over there. Goddamn. That was not
The
good.
issue is that he's just. He's already like 5 seconds behind just on the first phase
yeah.
compared to his opponents. So
Okay,
he's really
wait,
got to
this
have.
is different
Oh,
here.
yeah, a little bit of a different switch up
Okay,
here.
so switches to Gina to get that extra QT break, back throwing into Essel.
Now
Looking
back.
kind of clean
Yeah,
here.
see the damage here from Kanae. Going through, but
That's big damage.
yeah, that's
All right.
huge damage in the
Pretty
middle.
huge
Should be able to
damage.
go all the
51
way
seconds.
through.
51.
So 51.
I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Like, he is behind the other two guys, but at least he's somewhat close. He's
And-
only 2 seconds behind X.
And remember, Group A, only Shin had that great time in the
Yes.
first fight of Egress, right?
Yeah.
It was Shin's time, and then everybody else's was like a full 20 seconds behind it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this group is already within like 10 seconds of each other already.
I mean, we
Not
saw
first
like
round.
5 seconds. You can recoup that on the other modes. You can even recoup that when we come back to Egress here in the second round.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
we saw like the biggest time difference were like 15 seconds. Like these are big numbers. I don't know if you guys were expecting this kind of volatility. Again, not the cleanest.
No,
offense,
the
but, like,
lift again. He couldn't quite hit the mob for a while.
And that's the thing. This is a tricky
Cleaner
boss.
after. Pretty clean
Oh yeah,
after.
now,
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
second
pretty
and
good.
third mobs, there you
Again,
go.
clean it up just like X and
Yeah.
Rock as well.
And this time, of course, players from the Asia qualifiers going for the SL switch afterwards once we're in the boss, not going for that animation switch, going
Yeah.
for that break.
A big difference being that you get a lot less of SL stacks as well. So you'll do less damage afterwards, but we'll see if that time save pays off because you break quicker.
Yeah.
40,
Looks like
30,
it. Okay, burning
looking
through.
good.
Now
42.
down to 20
Pretty good,
and
pretty good.
10 all the
8,
way.
oh, it's slowed down.
Oh, okay.
45. Okay.
Still able to get all the way through before we're able to see any sort of invincibility, but
Yeah.
You
Second
know.
best time.
Yeah.
Not half bad.
not half bad at all.
Again, you're putting these players are putting on so much pressure right now. I mean, the Asia League players are representing their league right now incredibly well with first and second already for these Egress times.
Yes, absolutely. So that's something that the two international players will have to be watching out for, but it's going to be a long time before we return to Egress. Of course, we got to go through the other modes as we take a look at their best record so far. So Rock holding on with 41, pretty far ahead. I mean, 4 seconds from Shino, who's then 4 seconds ahead of X, and then even 2 extra seconds for Levis. So a little bit of a gap here for Levis if he wants to catch up.
And if you're a fan of Shin, you probably know that Rock, same guilds, right?
Yeah.
You know, so maybe some of that solo leveling gallery guilds hype coming in easily. We could see right now.
All right, so this is X. This is, again, that strategy we were talking about Goto. He has by far been the cleanest person I've seen with
That
that
was
first phase. 8
incredible
seconds.
clean.
This is exactly
8
the start
seconds.
he wants.
Yeah, this has been the cleanest one we've seen so far on the stage,
Yep.
I believe.
8.8 gets the shadows out. Everything looks incredibly clean so far. Now we just got to hope for crits. And
could be
a clean
record-breaking.
best tank.
Yeah, we'll
So
see
far,
all
it
the way
looks like
through.
it is.
It
He's
should
getting
be
that big damage in right now.
on track, 40.
Yeah, looking great.
All the way through.
And he got the still do damage in. This
Yep.
is looking great.
And
He's saving it.
wait
He got the
for
Q in.
it,
That should
and
kill it.
burning
That
all the
should
way
kill it.
through.
Yes! Yes!
41 seconds.
That is what you want
Huge.
if you're X.
Just a great start here on Best Day. Now we have to remember, right, if we're thinking about how this went through, we saw top first phase.
He is doesn't mind anymore.
In Group A.
It looks like Rock is doing that strat that the international players have been
Yeah.
doing as well. So maybe this is something.
T-Nice
that's already
did good,
prepared
41
for.
seconds.
Oh no!
Now just we have
He
to
changed
see
as well. Like, so
what
he
Rock's
switched in
gonna do.
here.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, this is a lot
Rock
of time
will
lost here
advance
on
from
the
this
mini
one,
boss, though.
probably.
I don't know why they how it's such a big difference between
Yeah.
when the international players do that first phase and the Asian League players do that.
Maybe
Yeah.
not as practice.
But for now, we will have to focus on the boss.
Oh, yeah.
Only down to 75%.
I mean,
Going
it
all
does-
the way through.
Already at 40 seconds here. It's just that first phase is really going to slow him down here.
Yeah.
This might be a big game changer.
I mean, without any missteps, it
it was
shouldn't
bad.
be any
Really, really bad
surprises
run.
here coming out.
It's gonna be hitting like a minute.
Clean second
Bruh.
phase.
Yeah,
It
there
was
we
bad run.
go.
Really, really
yeah,
bad
A
run.
little bit extra that's
Oh
needed.
no! Past a
Yes.
minute.
Yeah.
Shit.
Over a
37,
minute almost.
59.8.
59. Smoothest rock I've ever seen.
Bottom.
Yeah. Right after that, like, as now, Levis. Let's see what he's got in store.
Okay. So Levis is doing that old strat.
Yeah, the old strat, old composition here.
Preliminaries. So again, you will give up that 8-second phase 1, but you will hopefully make it back in that second phase.
Oh, yeah, had to relocate a little bit to finish
A little
off the
bit,
mob.
but yeah, pretty clean, 17 seconds. For this strategy, it's not too bad. It's not optimal, but it's solid.
Right, at least he wasn't like sitting around waiting
Yeah.
for the mobs to be finished. And now we'll see if he's able to cut
Yeah.
down that time. You're looking for the damage here on the boss with the SM Bank.
Got
All
on
right,
the debuff,
here we go.
got the
Start
charm.
swinging.
Let's see.
All right, he's got like 3 seconds to try to catch up.
Down
He's
to
going to pass
60.
41.
Yeah, the record will be passed, but can he
Yeah.
still go through it all the way
40 seconds,
smooth here?
35. And then you still have to wait for that invulnerability. You have to reset the debuffs
Yep,
as
the
well.
debuffs.
You know, guys,
No.
I'm beginning to think that this
Yeah.
strategy might not be good enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just not cutting it, right? You have so much time that you have to wait to get through that extra rotation
Yeah.
here at the end.
Because that was like he played that relatively well, and he still got a minute and 1 second.
Yeah, that's a little
Right.
bit rough. I mean, maybe you cut down, maybe we saw a little bit, a
Uh,
second or two in the first phase
yeah.
max, but
Maybe
even
get some
then,
more crits in the second, but like, even if you got those, I don't see that making up the time difference.
yeah, no, not against the records that we're seeing. So that was a bit of a rough one for Levis. So both Egress and Best Day right now for Levis. He just has to kind of look forward to that second run. Meanwhile,
And I think that
Shino.
shows like how important adaptability is in this competition. Is that these strats weren't even available when they were doing prelims.
oh, true, yeah.
And so
Yeah.
now that it shows me that they aren't just making these up, like they are creating these strategies, not just copying them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're trying something new. You're trying to cut down the time.
Okay, so I think a big difference here is like you had to use his second ability
Yeah.
to clear those other mobs instead of the final boss.
So
that
you
added
didn't have it.
yeah,
Okay.
That's what added some time on that first phase here. So I think at best you're looking around at 50 seconds here.
Well, we'll see if you can even achieve that.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Bit of a mistake
I
there.
don't think he's going to achieve that.
Yeah,
guys.
he did not need to do.
Yeah, not what he was looking for, but for now, still just
70.
focusing on the moment.
Yeah, but this is you have to keep going. You have to keep
Yeah,
going.
you can't stop. You can't restart. Burn all the way through as much as you can. Down to 30 before we're going through on that second rotation. Tony.
Yeah. Okay. The
All
involved
right.
phase here.
And
Expected.
gets the skills
Does he have enough
down.
damage? I don't know if he has enough damage before it runs out.
So slow here at the end.
Oh,
He doesn't have enough
no,
damage
he doesn't.
here.
He
1
has
minute.
to just
1
go
minute
in.
and and 1 second.
Yeah, had to. I mean, it was just so little that he's able to the ultimate run.
Except dominating when everybody else.
Had that big lead, but it wasn't 18 seconds.
No, I mean 18
Wow,
is huge.
so basically he had
18 is
10,
a big gap.
10 X did
And
good,
still
41
in
seconds.
Asia, using the good-
Rock 59,
Yeah.
that was bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
New,
All
something
right.
nice.
Okay.
Got to pull in all of those
The
mobs.
curse
It's looking
witch.
like he has a very good pull here. That is so
Oh,
clean.
wow,
This is
yeah.
what you want. 8 seconds.
Beautiful.
And also
Wow,
the
they're
minions
using
support there.
Baruka.
One shot the mini boss.
As
Yeah.
a shadow
Just able
leader.
to
Why?
skip
I
through
don't know.
right away.
If
This
he
is
gets a clean
A little
shot
bit
here,
different
oh
strategy
my gosh. If he
from
can do
the
that, it would
international
put him
league.
so
But
far
I know that
oh,
Korea-
no!
This is
Yeah.
something
The
that-
Koreans
it's
are
not
really,
gonna
really
ruin the run
good in
completely,
this.
but it's definitely
in
frustrating.
this game.
Yeah,
They are
it's a
really
second or
dedicated
two
here.
delayed, but can he, oh,
Okay.
not able to get the
Yes.
break all the way through either.
This
Oh,
is
he
not
missed the
as
break
fast.
steal there.
Oh,
Damn.
time loss.
Because also he used the shadow.
Lol,
so he can't
10x
do it
is
right away.
cooked here.
Let's see if he can one shot this. It's not as huge of a deal because it'll be still around 50 seconds here. Does he do
Can
it?
he get
Not
through it?
enough
No,
damage.
not enough.
Because
Oh,
his
boy.
supports weren't up in time.
No, this
they
is
had
getting
run
rough.
out.
Oh,
This is getting
gotta
rough.
get rid of the sculptures as well.
And this has got to hurt Frex because I know when he was practicing,
yes,
he was practicing that exact thing of trying not to get stunned.
that is rough. And like you mentioned, I mean, you know, on that stun, sure, you lose a second or two, but you can still get through it. But then it leads to another thing, and then it's a domino
And then another
effect.
thing,
Yeah,
and the rotation got broken, and then your buff that
Exactly.
you're needing to be up when you use that quarterstaff bomb.
yeah.
You need those buffs to get that one shot,
Yeah.
and by the time he was ready to get there, they weren't up.
I mean, because this is something that we hear the players talk about, like it's, oh, well, actually, we found out this buff lasts like 3 seconds longer or whatever, like 1 second, 2 seconds. You're trying to perfect the rotation.
Yeah.
So you can't help but start to feel that you've already lost track of kind of how things are supposed to go.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what Rock has in store because, you know, we've seen this go back and forth so far.
so
Very
clean.
clean.
Okay.
7 seconds, and
All
10,
right, and 11,
10.5.
yeah.
Very similar to what we saw.
this is the fastest, I think, first 2 phases that we've seen so far.
Yeah, very
Can
clean.
he clean it up, though? Okay, so this is, again, different. They are using the dagger toss. This is a completely different strategy, and it looks
Wow.
like it's working
So clean.
so
Very
much
quick
better.
break.
Gets the second dagger tossed in here,
And now
charges.
there's the
Is it enough?
damage.
3, 2,
Oh,
and he does it!
50% to 0.
33 seconds.
Holy, 33.
That is why everyone was saying beforehand, all the players were saying, this Rock
can't
guy.
believe it.
Yeah,
Look at him.
he's like 33.
I did this?
Yeah, I
You,
mean,
me?
yeah, that's faster than Aces as well. Aces was at 34.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, we were I think more used to it because we got the shock factor from Aces, but
Yeah.
oh boy, and you got to imagine X kind of feeling the pressure from that one.
And that's crazy because that time is faster than the prelim times for both Levis and Sino as well. So
Oh.
that is coming up clutch and showing why you deserve to be here.
Yeah, and Levis not able to get the full clean sweep, but it should have been just
That's
the one.
clean. Only
Yeah,
about a loss of 2 seconds here and gets the mini boss kill as well.
not too bad, not too bad.
Mhm.
Something that you can still try to recoup here on the boss. We'll see if Levis can also avoid the stun here. Positions
Yep,
himself
all right.
nicely.
Gets the QT. Does he go through? He does.
He
Stuns
does.
it.
Yeah, it's still gonna get that stun, but you still can't go
Yeah,
through.
he's gonna. Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
does he have the wrong QTE here?
It might have been
think
because
he-
this looks like it might have been a mistake a bit.
I think he has the wrong QTE.
Doesn't look right for sure.
Yeah, and the brake's not there because
Yeah.
of it.
Normally you want surprise attack here, and I guarantee you did not want to run Thunderstorm at this game.
Yeah.
That's
We
looking
have not
rough.
seen that up until this moment in
Yeah.
time. Levis, he's had a really rough time up there on the
Finally,
stage.
the break comes through, but it's already long past gone the time that you're
Yeah.
looking for.
And this should,
I mean,
Could
you
be
hope
enough?
that it's
No.
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 That's
And
not
then
going to be
Thunderstorm-
enough.
and he is strong against wind, so that's not going to do much damage. You can tell
Yeah.
Levis is already kind of he's throwing in
I mean,
the
let's
ultimate
enjoy
here.
it. Yeah, let's enjoy
At least,
the
I mean, it's
animation.
beautiful.
Great
right?
animations,
We don't really
yeah,
get
I
to
love
see these
this.
ultimates.
Hey, yeah. I mean, we're not going to see it too many times today, so we might as well enjoy that. But Levis will still have to finish the boss
Yeah.
for us.
The boss is in pain, and so is Levis.
Oh no.
122.
I think this is why everyone calls this the cursed giant Ibert. Not because that's his actual name, but because
because
Yeah.
he's cursed.
oh yeah, he's pulling them over. He's saying that you got to thing.
No.
Definitely
Go for very least. Let's
Asian
12
League
seconds.
Right.
so they get runs into it.
Yeah. Goes
Salvageable ass. That is exactly.
if he can get
You
the
see the
damage
bong?
at 75%.
That's
all
the
the
big
way
crit.
to
That is
zero.
That is exactly
Wow, the
what
Rock
you
did
want.
best here, 33
Holy.
seconds. Nice,
Not the
dang.
cleanest, but sub 40. That is solid.
Rock.
I mean, you got time there. You here for Iberg.
And it's all about, like, for me, that showed his composure, right? Because when things don't go your way, like we saw with Levis a little bit, or X, when he got stunned, then the dominoes started falling, like you were saying. But with this one, he only let one domino fall and caught it immediately.
Yes.
Like, because that is so salvageable. Like, I've had so many runs on this where I get stunned, but I know I have enough time to recover and recuperate. And, like, this isn't like...
You have to mentally reset, but you can't physically reset. You got to do it again.
Second, like this.
I feel like that's, like...
Okay.
I
Yeah, we
think
saw
that might
this
happen
earlier.
if the mob faces towards him.
okay.
That might be the backup strategy here.
Yeah, so you just have to wait for that to come back off cooldown.
So I think it's just you have to accept your losses and then move on from there. And that I think that shows some composure. Didn't look like he got a cleanest here.
No, still
as
has to
well,
go through
Taking
quite a
quite a
bit.
while.
Yeah. So he's not going to be happy with this run, but let's see if he can have the clean third SL phase.
Yeah, again, stop that domino from falling. That's what we want to see from X. You just need a solid run that could be a winner.
Oh, no.
Didn't wait for that to go all the way through, it looks like. Might have been rushing things.
I think he didn't. I think he meant to press his shadows and to get the shadow step. Instead, he used his QTE, which is going to be a huge mistake. He's losing so much damage here.
That's a big misclick.
Now your QTE is on cooldown until you get that second dominance. But
there's
SL uses rage.
Oh no!
And I know X has to be raging right now.
I mean, you gotta imagine this is not what you ever want to show here for everybody watching.
Yeah, running all the way across too. I usually, if I fail that, I use the shadow step just because you run across it time, but he had some damage left to do.
Yeah, that's still quite a bit.
This is not what he wanted here.
A minute 15.
Oh, that was
I don't
so
think the number's
bad.
even gonna matter because that's not what you're looking for. You got to do a full reset. Yeah, X trying to started with, like you said. It sounds, now that you've mentioned it, I mean that first phase. Yeah, X trying to where if you're. It looks like
Thunderstruck. Run,
Opportunity for him.
If he pulls off like a near perfect run, I think this group is his.
it might already be. Yeah.
There's really nobody else that's challenging him now.
Ooh,
Okay.
green.
Well,
Damn.
yeah.
Rock is
It's
doing
not
great,
breaking
man.
records, but it's extremely fast.
And it's going to be the Shadows out Stormbringer as
that's
well.
what you wanted. Get the shadow step in here. Does he get the
QTE,
break?
yeah.
All the
Yes,
way
he
through.
Oh,
does.
perfect
Very
break.
good.
Oh my god.
And there
What
it
the
is,
fuck was
only
this damage?
56
What?
down to zero.
31 seconds, bro. The Rock is
You talked
cooking.
about a perfect
Like
one,
Sheen
and he
last
rocks
round.
it. I mean, he drives it all the way to 31 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
He's got such a great name, by the way.
It's so good, yeah.
Like,
He could
I
beat
am
Shin, by
judging
the
on
way,
work
if he
for
did
X
not
right now.
finish it.
I
If he
have
was
to.
able to finish it with the
got-
last
you have
QD
to go
scale,
for the high rolls.
he
You
could
gotta go
get
all
it
the
with
way through. You
28
gotta
seconds,
play
I
perfect.
believe.
No mistakes
Wow,
allowed.
that would be a
It's
record.
so hard when you know that 1 or 2 seconds, but that's not going to win you
No.
the match. You need consistent runs, but he already has it. I think Rock almost has this in the bag, as you were saying.
Oh no,
no.
he faced the wrong way. He was holding his W key.
Yeah.
So if you are holding a direction, even if your camera's
Yeah.
facing the other way, that's the way you're going to use it. And so
Missed out on a couple extra seconds there
Yeah.
because of it, but let's just see.
let's see if he can have a clean second set. Okay, gets that, gets the squall in there, gets the break. Yep.
Yep,
Right,
there it
extra
is.
times.
Break all the way through. There's
Yep,
storm
second one, and then
damage.
you get the reset on your QT Thunderstorm,
that should do it.
kills it 39 seconds.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Not bad, but it's
It's going to be a
okay with that time, right? 'Cause
sure gave us a heart at least.
the first.
yeah, it's kind of stage. So now, of course, one more player here in Group B in that
Shino.
first run. Shino getting the full wipe on that first phase. Now onto the second, position himself
Sweet.
well. Should
Very
be
clean.
able to,
Yep.
yep, get through the mini boss.
12.
Yeah, I see. Like Asia League is using that specific ability for the QTE so well. I think that's making a huge difference.
There's Stormbringer, sets up, shadows out.
Okay,
There's the break,
beautiful.
all good to go.
Does it one shot? No.
No,
so he's
not
not going to get the
quite.
29, but he
So
could
now
get here
just
like
10
1
left,
32.
and that's
Whoa,
still
That is
32.
amazing time.
They are
for
really,
Zeno.
really good.
That again,
Then, okay, now you think the other
we've talked about 18. If it's a
only behind like Twitter.
and so near that level to catch theoretically.
Rock 2 seconds apart, but there's so much room to improve there. Speaking of which, getting
Okay.
assassinated a little bit iffy
Not
for
the
Sino.
cleanest here.
Yeah, and now a
Yeah,
little bit early as
Yeah,
well.
you
Just
kinda-
not.
You needed this to be clean.
Yeah, you
for
needed
sure.
to cut down a lot of time here, try to catch up, and in fact, it looks like he's going to be slower
Plus
than his
5
first run. Yeah,
seconds.
it's 5 seconds. Not sure
Yeah.
if that's a time that you're going to be able to recoup here.
This is his last try too. try to catch up. Now he kind of has to hope that he either aces this final phase or Rock has a really bad best day. He's got a great one, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you do still have that best day that you can hope for. But on this one, I mean, I think it's already going to be a bit of a long gone conclusion. He already had 45 in the first
seconds.
run. So, yeah, this is already past that.
This phase was clean.
Yeah.
But the first one, like you saw, it basically the same second phases from his first and second run. But that first phase of this run made all the difference.
Such a over a minute. It's going to
Said he's very Levis
আমার গেঞ্জিনে ডেলিস্টা করে দিবা
well, he really needs to have clean runs all the way through now.
5 seconds though, that's a big
Hey,
improvement.
not bad.
from his
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
cuts
again,
down a lot.
using that cutscene to cut Vessel.
And we'll see.
I still don't know which strat is better right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's quite a
close.
conclusive thing. I mean, so far the small sample size, maybe saving it here for the boss is going to be better. Going for the break, just needs a little bit more here. And okay, gets the full break.
Timed. Get the QT.
And now the damage coming
Will
through.
he have enough damage? I think so.
Kane.
I think so. Come on.
There it is, all the way
3
through.
seconds, -7. That is massive for him.
That's a very big difference, and it's only 2 seconds behind the record we saw from Rock. So he's catching right back. He's feeling good about it. He's feeling good about it.
All right.
I think. Oh, he even had that little bump right.
Come back because he had that. He begins to join the crew, but let's see how clean Rock can be.
Still.
Yeah, Rock of course
And
showed
Rock-
us
Oh, clean.
Oh, beautiful.
-3 seconds.
Woo!
This
Wow,
is what
even shorter.
I think finally they got a clean beginning.
Yeah.
That's the chef's kiss. Beautiful start.
9 seconds.
And there we go, going for that different strategy, using it here on the boss.
Gets the brakes, coming in fast.
Yep, all the way
Halt,
through.
and all the
there
way
it
through.
is. And now down to
Get that
85,
last,
burning through it. The
Now.
damage from Kanae all the way down to 50. Oh, it has to burst it all the way through 20.
20,
And down to 38.
38.9.
second
New record.
He said, I am not satisfied with
I feel like, I mean, Levis, you was
himself.
Far.
yeah, it's there. I think he's trying to keep calm.
Part of that first phase.
Yeah, and
Brings it back.
switches this a little bit early just to make sure that he's finishing off the mini boss.
That's good.
Now ready for it.
Extreme evasion, you don't want that usually there.
Yeah, delays that a little bit with the extra animation, but now just waiting.
Ooh, another one.
Break all the way through. So that 1 bar left, and there it is.
Yep.
Now time to go for the damage. The record already passed, but can he finish all the way through?
7 seconds. Not bad. And I think that's the big difference between the strats is that you get more of that SLC. You are new.
Yeah. Rocks.
Yeah, this is best records here. So 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds. So not.
It's not 1 or 2, maybe a mob for Rock. He's feeling
This run.
big.
This is
A good run. And we're going to see him in a.
Trying to figure out where the mobs
again,
are left.
wait.
Yeah, that set the tone here for best day.
1 second, so it was a really.
really going to need to have to remember to not use his abilities again during
Right.
that time.
Close
Okay.
to it.
I
Okay,
thought
but
he
he's
had it.
Yep.
saving his
Saved
skills
it
though.
this time.
Oh,
and
barely not up with the core
Okay,
attack.
okay, pretty good.
45 seconds, -15. That says I'm still here. He has to close this out and
Yes.
get that 40 kind of a
You know, I think okay about
could be creeping the same strategy that I think,
Yeah.
because I have yet to see the strategy with SM Beck really get that sub-minute consistently. And even then, sub-minute, we're looking for like 40 seconds, 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah, so walk
and
over,
this is,
kill the one.
Yeah, this is so much slower.
very
Oh,
slow.
she gets knocked over here.
Very slow.
Yeah,
plus 5?
Plus 5 seconds about
Yeah.
that. So this
Well-
does not look like our dark horse is riding into the
Dark Horse, yeah.
night.
It's looking a little rough, but we'll see if he's able to at least, of course, try to catch up here. Even the +4, it's going to look a little tough. See if the damage is going to be there. That's
Yeah.
what you're hoping for
And
with SM back.
And you have to, with Gina
Here it
and Bora, the rotations for the support just take too long.
Yeah, you have to go through everyone each time.
So, and then it slowly fades out once we get here, and then you need
Yep,
to reapply the
reapply
debuffs,
it.
right?
Yes.
So, even though he got +4, I still haven't seen a run of this strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
right?
he's not going to set a new record for himself either.
And he
And
ults,
so-
he knows.
Yeah,
he
he
knows.
knows. He knows.
He knows it's already a
It's a
long
great
gone
animation.
completion.
Our poor Dark Horse.
Oh,
Okay,
you
well.
know,
Oh, show off
show off.
everything. You know
Hell
what?
yeah.
Thank you.
A little bit of flair. I like it.
Are we gonna get the Gino in here too? I
There.
think so. Wait, no.
No,
we don't have the charge,
okay.
so.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll
he
just finish off the boss. Unfortunate run here
Yeah.
for Levis. But a little bit of, a little bit of shout out to the fans.
That's প্রথম
watching,
জিনার শটটা লাগে নাই
showcasing some of the hunters here.
Eh.
And he's
Good
jumping.
run.
Say, but
He knows
Get
it
money
was
back.
bad.
all right, that's what I'm waiting for. Like, we gotta
Rocky
let's
game.
we need to focus in on this because right now
He needs a good one.
it needs to be clean.
So
Right
far,
now it's looking okay. Ooh,
Oh,
no.
didn't get the full finish there
I don't-
on that group.
Yeah, he's
Asian.
using his last skill one, but still okay. But
Okay.
he gets that last.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that's what it was. They probably missed his second skill, and then went to Hansemi preemptively, and then had that messed up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he
Risk of
got
rotation.
he got that phrase. So that this while it's not the fastest, I think this might be good enough.
it should be enough. Yeah, as you're saying.
Well, if he cuts it down even, 10 seconds, something like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
already down to 40%. The damage going through quite
Stays
a
very
bit.
fast.
Yep.
Clean.
He's going
Clean.
very
Yeah, he's gonna get the
fast.
invulner here. He's
Yep.
saving it. Gets his
And
first ability in, and
And
second
there's
ability.
the
This should do
skill.
it.
Yeah,
Minus
there it
11
is.
seconds, 12 seconds, almost 47. Everything together, and it's
Yeah.
perfect, right? Because this time can be optimal from this point on.
Not so much, but it's really either where some. Let's move
Off a little bit at the end of this phase. Let's see if he does. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
over yet. I mean, that
The best thing
he did though. So I,
that really.
just save over
it's
the
kind of
abilities here.
yeah, a little bit slower than Rock's just last run right here. Oh, I think
Well,
he's adding some flair here.
Yeah. Just.
Although I think he needed that potentially.
I think he needed it as well, just because things looked a little bit.
Yeah. No.
Probably needs to be gonna possible.
Both of their best.
These
And
cancel
then-
each other
Yeah.
out.
So it's not like you can say, well,
What he has to do is do
Stage
no.
the stay. I think X can do.
for if you have a sick Iberg right here.
Oh, not devastating.
sewer.
Him.
That's rough.
And
I
that's
mean,
just so inches.
yes.
Not my like.
No, not
It's
miles at
so
all.
punishing, and it can be defeating, but that's the glory of it as well. If you can
Exactly.
actually push through that.
Like the high you get from getting that first that perfect run.
Yeah.
You do everything right. It can cool down in a game where your best run you're hoping to
So unfortunately,
7 seconds.
9
That's a
decent on a
Yeah.
stage.
oh man. Okay.
It's because I have my dad card now, so all the
Oh,
dad
you
cards
do have
to
your
come
dad
out,
card
yeah,
now,
so
yes.
now it's
Yeah.
just kind of built into me. I don't really have a choice.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if Levis
For Levis right now, the running for the wreck.
quickly
Stun
show it.
there. Yeah, no stun either, so able to avoid
okay,
that.
gets the break.
Okay.
Cleans it up. Cleans it up.
Now it's just the damage that you have
Yep.
to wait for.
And then, oh no,
Oh.
his staff is the cooldown on it was way too
Yeah,
long there.
okay,
Yeah.
that's
Usually you have that up right there,
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Didn't have the timing,
but here you should be able to get that in, get your puff.
then-
That should.
and that should
do
be
it.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
already down to
Minus
37.
25. It,
No. You want to always about that
If I'm up there, I don't want to leave any easy matches myself. So
one.
let's see if Rock can somehow. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I don't think he.
Yeah.
His run. That's the crazy thing. His run is already over relative to his own run.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, because it wasn't that great in the beginning either. It looked like he was trying to play it safer,
Yeah.
waiting for everything to group up, and he
Yeah.
still missed the 2.
Rock
So,
sadly will not be able to beat Rock this time around.
no.
Rock is just too great of a competitor, and Rock
True.
does not beat Rock in rock paper scissors.
He's his own toughest opponent.
Yeah,
his
truly.
own rival right
Truly
now.
Yeah.
the greatest rival of all time. But now at
And
50,
using the card, 3,
and it should go all the way through.
Okay.
Competitors, so
That's true. Yeah,
If he
shine.
matches
That's
just
not
one. Yeah.
17-second
Yeah.
phase 2.
got the break. That's beautiful.
See if he can just get close to it, but even
I
a
think
sub 40 looks
This
tough.
should be able to one-shot
And
it.
yeah, already
Yep.
at okay, barely
39
gets the sub
seconds.
40,
Sub 40.
39.
but it's the process of getting it because 5 on it.
I've heard.
We don't know.
Does ability.
Imagine that. So is Miracle getting?
No, if it
I mean,
did,
what
you
a
know?
time and place to do it.
That would
What
be
a
like
time
the
and
fairy
place.
tales within a fairy tale story. right?
Yeah,
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 you know.
exactly.
Fairy
Then
tales
he
can
needs to
happen.
win the whole thing and become a national level
exactly,
hunter.
right?
Otherwise, like, what's the point, you know?
You know, maybe he just levels up, and then all of a sudden his Sung Jin Woo can do 3 more seconds faster than last run, right?
Good start here from Cena.
Yep. And that's
Very
the strat.
clean.
That's the shot you've been going for.
Yeah, so Shino, he had a great time in that first run at 32 seconds, already cutting it down just a bit shorter, gets the storm, bring it out.
Okay, clean. Does he get
Yeah.
the break in here? Yes, he
Yeah,
does.
the break's clean as
Ooh,
well.
I don't know if he got it in time
Yeah.
for that first tick of damage,
And
but
5%
Well,
left, has to
32.
still look through it.
hey, minus 0.185 is something.
Yeah, still,
Improving,
yeah, still
Yeah.
keeping it at 32 seconds.
leveling up.
Leveling up, yeah. We count that. We take those.
Uh-huh.
We take those.
So that's a run you got to be like, you're okay with. Like,
Oh,
you know,
I mean,
you're
it's
good
just because of the totals. We're talking about totals, like your chance to
Yeah.
go to grand finals, but in terms of just the one run here on SL, I mean, Sino's been very consistent. 32-32, you know, just a tenth of a second difference. I think he should be pretty satisfied.
with. Yeah, and it's looking like, you know, the Asia League competitors, since most of them have had that experience, it's looking like it's getting them that edge. Like, they have been consistent on a lot of
Yeah.
these fights, and honestly, the bestie fight is the one that they're. Oh no!
Oh, no.
I think he got the bad RNG this time, but like I was saying with the Asia League, I think the bestie fight. I think the only reason why they're kind of behind on that one is it looks like again,
No.
it looks like they don't have, or they weren't using the right strategy that was getting that
Sure.
quick time.
Yes.
Right, so I'm kind of scared for the international players in the finals if they make it there.
Yeah.
If they take that time in between and prep for that,
Exactly.
They
Because you can
can-
try to play catch up.
yeah, you can catch up, see that strategy with Goto is really making that big difference.
Yeah, this
gonna be
is
hard to beat.
a very tough start here for Levis. So,
I think he's already at 30 seconds.
yeah, that's
Oh,
rough.
he's
At
at 45.
45.
Way
okay.
past it, yeah, with the animation coming into the boss as well. Can he at least try to make something clean out of here? The
Yep.
break is
Clean.
there, but still a lot of health left, so it
Yep.
looks like
Finish
he'll,
off strong.
yeah, he'll have to do at least
Back.
2 rotations,
Yep, 2
and there it is.
Sub-minute.
Sub-minute rough times here for Levis.
Yeah. Well, at least he finished off SL with, you know, a strong finish, a strong
a
phase.
thunderstorm.
Yeah, thunderstorm.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell, you know, just disappointment, quite frankly, and that's the nature of these tournaments. So
Yeah.
when you come to an offline stage, it's not easy. It looks easy from home. It's like it's the same game.
Opponent, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's trying to beat
Already
himself
clean.
here.
Yeah.
Basically minus
Faster.
a minute.
All right, Brock, getting ready for it.
Yep.
Stormbringer, Shadows, yep.
All right, let's see it.
There's the break.
break.
Right
Timing.
before. Dude, it's
Yeah.
so
It's so good.
great. Oh my God!
Holy shit, another 29
The
second
sub
run.
30.
He
This
makes
man.
a statement.
This rock.
He's really looking phase me what he has that. I mean, it's very,
Oh.
again, that's whatever. All right, well,
These
that
runs take
comes through. There's the thunderstorm.
Yeah, I mean,
Still lacking a little bit.
very
Has to go for
clean
2.
run.
This
That
is
one
one
was.
where, you know, second can show us. A lot of people gotta imagine
Man, rock
really, most base a little bit, but shake.
again. Scared Bay
one for all these rounds.
did it wishing God, but that
yeah,
would
yeah.
have been close.
Yeah, it would have been actually, quite close.
But again, rock. He said he was the
Here for everybody. So
Uh-huh.
congratulations to Rock. He'll
this
be moving on
round,
to the grand
uh,
final representing
the winner
Group B
is
and
Rock.
It's
No mind
everybody-
from the
Okay,
second
always.
round.
It's place Rock.
Fast forward. It's taking a lot of time,
I'm
bro.
mixed a bit. What
rock.
We're just gonna
Yeah.
see the last run
This
of
group
that next round.
renews his record here on the stage. You can get more, hopefully, in the future, and also see some of the
তুমি কি
best hunters
পুরা
that we have around the world.
ভিডিওটাই
Everyone
রিক্যাপ
who is-
করতেছো?
হ্যাঁ,
They're like,
8
are we on
ঘন্টার
camera yet?
stream
Are we on camera yet?
nice. কারণ
That
সেমিফাইনাল
far
সব
Controller and
সেমিফাইনাল হচ্ছে পরে
that-
ফাইনাল
Well, there
Everybody-
it is.
আমি জাস্ট ফাইনাল জন্য রিক্যাপ দিচ্ছি
সেটা
Stream Invasion
All right.
হ্যাঁ বাট
Early,
পুরাটাই
back.
করবা সেটা ডিসকাস
on for
হ্যাঁ
that break.
সেমিফাইনাল শেষ করে ফাইনাল তো আর বেশি পেলাম না দুটো রাউন্ড এবার খালি ইয়া করতেছি লাস্টের রাউন্ডটা দিয়ে দিয়ে দেখি কোন গ্রুপ থেকে কে যায়
Oh,
Is the
could be able to melt it!
42.
Oh my.
বেস্ট টিম ওকে
Right, wha- So despite a little,
Like
Okay.
0.3 seconds.
Yeah. Clean 8. Can easily.
গুয়াং গুয়াং
Oh, I
এটাতে
know.
গুয়াং গুয়াং যাবে
There's so many, so close to the boss.
the cooldown coming off and missing
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
or the
গুয়াং গুয়াং
Guang
যাবে
and
এটাতে
You know, we do have a second chance. Standout is
Wow.
Guang Guang.
Okay, wait, gets the mini boss. Still ready with his next rotations here. And you're trying to make sure that he can stay in the lead. There's the swap over to Esil. Now coming in with the damage. The break all the way through.
He's got everything set up. See what the damage looks like.
Yep.
He's got to
Yeah.
get some really good crits here.
Yeah, he's only 2 seconds away, 1 second away from his own
Yeah,
record. Not
just
gonna
barely
break
not
it.
doing it.
Again,
The damage goes through.
Clean.
Exactly.
clean second phase from all of these players so far. It really is that first mob phase.
Yeah, that's a rough one. But again, Yair had a very good at what was it, 40 seconds in the first run. So
Yeah.
he's feeling okay. He's feeling okay.
Yeah.
Now
I-
this is the big one.
It's
here for
only a
Zad.
second behind Guang Guang with the 41 to Guang Guang's 40.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Extremely close. Zag, he's got to step up here. This has got to be it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's doing it.
Yeah, he's
right
doing
now,
it.
this
Very
is
good.
clean.
Very
This
clean.
is
wow.
exactly
Perfect.
what he needs.
All right.
Is that a 9?
9 seconds.
Now if he can
Zag
just make
showing.
sure.
8 seconds.
Yeah, now if he can get that damage through. He's already minus 2
Yeah.
seconds on his first
Clean
run.
so
The
far.
break's burning through.
And again, remember, he's got to make sure this breaks through. That's the mistake
Yep.
he made last time. Come on,
And
no! No!
What?
A
Not
pixel!
again. Okay, well, he
but
gets
it's
it now.
salvageable. It's salvageable.
You can still get the
Yeah,
damage through
he's
with
still
Kai.
on insane pace because of the first round.
Should be able to burn it down.
Come on, get that damage in.
Just a bit
little
more.
bit more.
Oh, but he doesn't have enough, so he has to ult
He
here.
doesn't have the
It's
confidence.
not enough.
He doesn't have the damage.
Yeah.
He's gonna get in there. He needed the ult. It's faster time, but you know that's gotta hurt. That was a pixel of break bar
Exactly,
left.
you could barely see it, and he feels it too.
Oh, that's so
'Cause
sad.
if he got that break right in time, I think he has.
Just off. I mean, an early.
All right. Gap.
Yeah.
There is.
I already have the record. Not
I
a big
already
deal.
won.
Second or.
Know where you're at.
Yeah. Still has the best time, but no sub 40 in this group. Kind of funny the way that works out. Even in this group that feels so close. We saw a decent amount of sub 40 in the other groups.
Ulting as well here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to guarantee the damage, and there it is, 48 seconds. So we will be sticking with his initial record of 40 for his record on Igris. And he's okay with that. I mean, I don't think he's happy, but it's the other hunts now that you're worried about.
Exactly.
Making sure you kind of take that lead. Some fans here for the rep. Great, having some very
And that could.
He also had a rough best.
there, and the aiming there not coming through for Zach.
And so much better. You see that when they get that. I don't. 3.
10.3.
That's just a
Yeah.
testament. Opposite way. They're saying be
Rather than the boss is trying to
not enough. Get it.
this where
Room
20.
kind of some time here. We are lumping. He represents the Korea Guild as the international player.
Yes, yeah.
As well. So
16 seconds.
It's a loss of
salvageable.
7.
Salvageable.
And a second little
Right.
mini boss there that you don't need to be.
Yeah.
I think it's got
It's
it.
enough.
Yeah.
Same. And then basically 40. I think.
It's all going through correctly. I mean, I love that we can actually just see like how much he's
To make his total. Yeah.
getting any
Man
better.
can't be beat. It
Yeah.
can't get any better. Someone gets on stage and says, "You guys are so wrong.
Yeah.
You don't know anything, guys."
Yeah, I mean, this was a big run here from Oro.
Did you
know-
forget about me?
We were talking about best day, right? We saw Shin. He won his group. His best day was a minute 5.
Yeah.
Or no, it was a minute. It was a minute.
Yeah,
flat.
that was his worst
Yeah.
one, right?
And
he
that's-
still won it.
And that's probably talking like what we were mentioning earlier is that with Best Day, it looks like the Asia players are adapting. And if they didn't come in with a strategy, they did in that 15-minute break. They said,
Yeah.
"I'm going to learn this, and I'm going to do this even better than you." And with that, I think that's like if Shin comes back into the finals, he learns those strategies.
Yeah, what does he look like then?
Like, are his times like within 1 second of that? You don't get to ban Hunter, so that's going to be for
Take a look. Glenn,
sheepishly to himself.
Drew national level hunter here at SLC 2025.
Okay,
And he-
ultimate
Hey,
থেকে
with the national level.
Yeah.
Really?
ওই দিচ্ছে
Earlier on than the last two.
Forgetting about this after a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks very
Yeah.
yeah, about how he's able to land some of these crits as well.
Yeah.
No, but overall, I mean, just the setups, just some of these micro adjustments, I like that. Is for instance on the best day as well. So his hand,
সেই খেলছে
Yeah.
yeah.
Level of fun.
Well, like
Before we talk about that,
oh, nice distraction.
Got it.
Okay, yeah. You
We're
got
talking about that. We got a little
saved
bit
by
of
the
here,
saved
right?
by the coupon code.
SLC event match 25.
Oh, well, what a good reminder.
Yeah, what a
Great jump
Referring to it earlier when we were on the stage.
এই যে এখন গেস্টগুলো আসবে
Yeah, very good.
এই যে এই কসপ্লেয়ারটা আসছে ইতুরি
해주고 계셨는데 자 이쪽으로 자리를
아하.
부탁을 드리겠습니다. 자 우리
All right, do a quick interview as well.
예 많은 팬들에게 먼저 인사 한번 좀 부탁드릴까요?
안녕하세요, 이도입니다.
কোনটা?
মিরের কসপ্লেয়ার
Yeah, just a quick hello. Don't know if we'll have
예, 사실은
official
저는
translations
이거
here.
여러분 알고 계셨어요? 이거 아는 분들 분명히 아실 거라고. 그래서 오늘 또
Seems like some
굉장히
people in the audience
또
know of her.
미래를 또 이게 완벽하게 구현해서 현장에 오셨는데 오늘 대회를 쭉 지켜보시니까 현장의 열기가 좀 어떠세요?
Yeah, and just talking about kind of the live event vibe, which we can talk about ourselves as well, but
그렇죠.
you know, it's been quite,
1초 축각을
you know,
다투니까 이게 보는
ecstatic, and also that she was just talking about how it comes down to that 1 second, 2 seconds.
얘기하면 지금 본업이 엄청 바빠서
아 요즘에 많이
못하고 캐릭터만 피규어로 뽑고
예. 근데 또 우리 게임이 또 오고 가면서
So,
슬쩍
you know,
슬쩍
talking about, you know, she's been a little bit busy with work these days, so not able to play the game as much, but still following a couple of the new hunters as well.
코스를 미래로 선택한 이유.
So why'd you select Mirai?
것 같기도 했고요.
네, 네,
가발
네, 네.
뒤쪽에
오!
분홍색 포인트를
야 이런
Oh,
디테일이
the
있었군요.
detail.
Yeah, the pink hair.
염색을 파스텔로 했는데
네.
이런 포인트들이 하나하나 좋아서 세라복도 벚꽃이랑 촬영하기도 좋고
또 계절에도 맞고.
맞아요. 그래서 미래일을 하게 되었습니다.
야 근데 이런 그 순간
Yeah, just of course, you know, the character kind of fits the current season as well. You got the cherry blossoms
Yeah.
and whatnot.
It's all very, you know, flashy, flourishing, looks nice.
나 혼자만 레벨 어라이즈에서 수많은 게임 팬들 또 선수를 응원하는 분들 많은데 뭐 이분들이 그러면 이제 마지막 한 말씀 해주신다면 어떤
Say
얘기가
one
하고
thing to the fans.
다시 뭔가 같은 장르로 이렇게 재밌는 게임으로 한 자리에 모이게 됐고 그 앞에 제가 쓸 수 있어서 다시 한번 너무 영광이었고요. 제가 이 게임 관련 콘텐츠들도 제 SNS에 올릴 예정이니까 만약에 관심 있으시면 찾아와 주시면
So check out my
감사하겠습니다.
SNS.
감사합니다.
Yeah, check out my social media.
좋아요 눌러주시고
Yeah, I mean, she's just saying that she's going to share, you know, a lot of content, whether it's from the cosplay or the game as well. So we got some
I
fans.
think that says National Hunter
Yeah.
of
Of
looks.
beauty, yeah. the National Hunter of Beauty.
The Mirai older
사실 저희가
sister.
이제 제가 공식 방송에서
Like the,
Yeah.
now, he's more best to add a couple more. We're gonna have to wait a little bit further.
চাহিনের cosplay করছে
Alright.
সেই যে
Looks like we got a
princess-এর dress-টা
couple
পরে।
more to show off your on
জাপান
stage.
থেকে ওরা স্পেশালি ইনভাইট করে নিয়ে আসছে এই কসপ্লেয়ারে।
But I do want to just emphasize that it's always, if you ever get the chance, you know, in your own regions as well, like it's always worth checking out the live events, just
Yeah.
because it's such a special experience. You know, kind of seeing some characters come to life, some unique merch, and what else it might be.
The detail is crazy. I mean, look at the sword. It's got like the spine going all the way up.
마이크 하나 주시고 우리
And-
통역해 주신 분 어디 계시죠? 아 여기서
はい、ありがとうございます。
예
はい、あにゃはせよ。
안녕하세요.
あ、あにゃはせ
She
よ。
says hello.
저는 이오리모에입니다.
자 그럼 다시 한번 금방
But she's Japanese, so she's speaking Korean
안녕하세요.
as well on the
자,
stage
제가
anyway.
물어볼
Yep, that's
내용들이
Yuri Moe.
진짜 많은데 그 한국에
Isn't that,
우리 모에님을 진짜로
caster?
좋아하는 팬들이
I
많은데
thought she was also
알고
casting.
계셨는지
No, I think and
してくださる
It's
かな。
from
there's so.
it, so
書いてあった。ありがとう。とても嬉しい。
차이는
So today,
いたんです。
yeah, already got
팬들이 현장에도
at the channel,
ゲームとかプレイを
she's reacting.
본인 헌터가 좀 되고 싶은지
ですが、もしもよりさんがオレアラに出てくるハンターになるとしたら、どのようなハンターになり
Is
た
it
い
going to be
で
a
すか？
different hunter
でも
from
ヒーラーになりたいです。
Tahain or
ユー
Mirai?
ラガでご出身だ。
そう、みんなの傷を治したりとかできるヒーラーがよくって全
상처를 네, 여러분 この
サウニダ
하고
Japanese
らっしゃる
映画をちゃんとみんなやっぱり
를 다투 줬으면 좋겠습니다.
just
자
dimension.
여러분
Actually, how that boards will change. Out here we go.
our
Let's welcome
contestants.
our contestants.
এই যে
Feels
এটা
like a
হচ্ছে
game
মাঝখানটা
show.
হচ্ছে
Yeah, it
তোমার
does feel like a
Dreamworks
game show.
official Japanese voice.
He's like pointing at the fans and stuff.
So I'm sure they'll do quick introductions,
자
but
일단 뭐
we'll go by
김경기스트
one
이제
by
여지껏
one.
저랑 중계를 했으니까 저 이제 가장 멀리 있는 우리 미국 대표랑 먼저 이야기를 나눠보도록
Oh, we're gonna hear from Prism first. Okay.
프리즘님인데요. 많은 분께 인사 먼저 한번
Global
부탁드리겠습니다.
Live.
Could you say hello to everyone, please?
Hello, everyone. I am CM Prism, your usual live stream host for the global community. Really excited to be here and ready to, by the way, if you didn't know, I'm cosplaying Thomas Andre, so
머리를 커마선들 cosplay করবে 나কি
네, 글로벌 커뮤니티로서 여기 오게 돼서 너무너무 흥분되고 너무 기쁩니다. 여러분
Yeah, we believe
만나서
it.
반갑습니다.
We believe it.
Looks the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see no
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, we believe it.
자, 이제 이어서 이분도 진짜 유명한 분이에요. 또 일본을 대표해서 이 자리에 와 주셨는데요. 반타이토 성우님입니다. 큰 박수 드릴게요.
And this is going to be Bantaito, the voice.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。
This is the Japanese voice actor for
させ
Dino.
ていただいていますバンタイトです。今日はですね、この
Apparently very
ゲームの
famous.
こんな素晴らしい大会に、皆さんと一緒に盛り上がれているのがすごく嬉しいです。これからも盛り上がっていきましょう。
여러분 안녕하세요. 성진우의 성우를 맡고
Yeah,
있는
famous as the voice of
반타이토라고
Sung
합니다.
Jin-woo over
여러분,
in
이
Japan.
자리에서
So
여러분과
obviously,
함께 이렇게 열광의 도가니 있을 수
kind
있는
of
것을
Sung
저희도
Jin-woo
정말
incarnate on
기쁘게
stage going up against very
Yeah.
you know, because you got to imagine he has a reputation to uphold as the.
こので思います。
이 작품은 여러분과 함께
여러분
So,
다시 한 박수 한번 주세요.
just happy to be
자,
here.
그리고
Just
이제
thankful for the fans
좀
as well.
걱정이 많이
And
됩니다.
of
제가
course,
이제
we know there's a lot of you out
이분을
there as well. That
제가
message
그쪽으로도
reaches
이제
everybody around the
많이
world, not just the
알아요.
ones here.
제가 알기로는 게임을 잘 못하거든요.
Now, this young man here, I do know him personally. He is one of the
그걸 우리가 오늘
casters
극복할 겁니다.
in
왜냐면
Korea.
정말
And
일주일
the man
덕분에
interviewing right now is basically his co-caster. Both of them were on
자,
stage
오늘
earlier.
인사와 더불어서
But
저 한번 각오 한번
Kyuhan here, caster Kim.
나 혼자만 레벨 어라이즈인데
많은 노고 들었는데
hard.
I don't know. Hear that?
기록이 또 그냥 아니라 대결을 위해
For
하나님의
this show.
신고하신
News.
ওরা তিনজনে এখন হচ্ছে
이분도
ব্যাটল করবো এই সেম জিনিস It was funny.
고등학교 것 같은데 제가 정해도 이거
okay.
And meanwhile,
একটু ফাস্ট ফরওয়ার্ড করে দেই
I don't know how I feel about that. But there he is.
একটা ক্যাস্টার
Kyuhan Kim.
কোরিয়ান ক্যাস্টার একটা হচ্ছে
Usually with a
Yeah,
mic.
Prism.
Oh, he looks locked in.
একটা hচ্ছে voice
He
actor.
looks like Numo
And
outside.
surprisingly, they're good.
Obviously, that was a little bit ago.
so apparently on first,
Hear the two of them talking with each other a little bit. And I know
you on first.
Kyuhan's already starting a step behind. Like he's
And when I
always
was
just
watching
following
at
in the
stream, I
footsteps
was
of
just
Prism.
hoping
I
that
don't think we
if
have too much to
Prism
worry about.
lose this round,
Oh, yeah.
He's
we're
Oh,
trying
gonna
to
whoop
be
his
like-
ass
he's like so
on
confident.
the
I don't
next
know, he's
live
nervous.
stream.
He looks nervous. He looks a little stiff.
I mean, to be honest, if I were up there, I'd be stiff too.
Yeah, listen,
I'd
yeah.
be nervous of all the.
Eddie, yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
good, pretty good.
All right, well, he's gonna have to manage his cooldowns a little bit, but the
Stream
dash,
evasion. He's
Yeah.
grouping him though.
yeah,
Okay.
just managing the cooldowns a little bit. Has to go through. There's the shadow step.
His damage here on the
It's-
captain is very low.
It's quite lacking.
Okay.
Just waiting.
I think he missed.
Oh yeah,
He needs the last
missed
hit,
it.
bro.
All right, well, we're already feeling pretty good for Prism,
All
but
right,
are we feeling
Prism's
good?
got this.
But are we feeling good for the rate of draw tickets? That's the real question, because it's not looking too good.
All right, well, time
It is an
for the real
accomplishment.
boss.
Yep. Going with the SM Beck support team here
Yeah.
as well with Isla and Kim Sang-shik. There's going to be the break from
Oh,
Kim. Okay.
That was good timing.
Very well timed. Okay. A little bit of a miss there as well. Missing out on so much damage.
Oh, no.
There's the rage.
Not the rage.
Oh, that's going to really pile on to all the rage around the world, I think.
আরে,
Because
one
I'm
shot
already
করতে পারে
seeing
নাই।
those tickets disappear into thin
অল্পের
air.
জন্য
Yeah.
রেজ হয়ে গেছে
Okay, well, he's got a chance to end it right here.
Yeah, he's just going to have to play catch up right now. Already a minute 20, down to 20%. Has to find Essel again. Catches up. There's Shadow step. And
One more
that should be
time.
good.
That's enough. Okay, 133. He tried his best. He did not practice for hours.
Oh.
Now our
Uh,
live streamer,
But
sorry,
let's see.
voice actor
That would
for Gino.
Zach Bringer, controller.
He
Yep,
he
that
was
was
also
good.
doing
Controller.
good,
Okay,
but he
yeah,
messed
yeah,
up
well-positioned.
a little
He's
bit on the
practiced this.
E-shell.
He's done it before.
Yeah, it was clean. It was clean. The first round was
He's
really
doing
really clean
so
for him.
good.
Yeah, the boss.
The
Yeah,
captain
waiting for the buffs right there.
gave Kyuhan a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's just waiting for the cooldowns to just guarantee he has to use the thunder.
But he ran out of mana. Otherwise,
It's
I
not
think he would
perfect, but
won
it's better.
if he did not run out of
Much
mana.
better than Kyuhan, let's be very honest here.
All right, just a little bit more.
Has to get through it. Oh, he has to use a
Yeah,
second
again.
thunderstorm. Okay.
All right, well, he got through that.
Yep, he
Now
got
it's time
through
for
it.
the boss.
Oh, it's the boss
Will
phase
we
that
have
we're
the
worried
rage?
about.
Will we have the rage?
All right. Let's for the extreme evasion first.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed the last
Okay,
hit.
here
Damn.
comes Isla, and there it is. Lands the hit, but we got to get the breakthrough. We're waiting for it. Here comes Kim. There's
Kim
a lot of that
does
heavy
so
break.
much.
Yeah, and
He
just
needs a little bit more. He needs a little bit more.
Oh no, we gotta wait.
You know, Guan, he was able to actually get the break at first,
Yeah.
but he wasn't able to
Yeah, this is
finish it off. But
looking
I
a
think,
little tight.
yeah, this is not as good.
Oh
As
boy.
we're just gonna ult now. Yeah. Just to try to get through.
Yeah, just whatever damage you
But
can get, but the break is still sitting
Can't
there.
break.
Yeah,
No.
Kim back on cooldown. Isla back cooldown.
All
There
right.
we go.
He finally did it.
We finally did it. But we're about to cross that minute 33.
Yeah, and the
there's the
rage comes out.
rage.
It is.
Oh, it started so good. It started so smooth.
You know, it's looking pretty good for Prism. I'll say that.
Man, do you think the pressure's getting to him? He's like, well, it should be easy
No,
now.
145. All right, nice try. You know his.
Yeah, he's not too happy about it.
Yeah, he did mess up a
probably did
little
much
bit.
better in
If he could
Oh, I'm sure.
break
I mean, they'll feel it too. 'cause
issue
even if you, like, you've
at the
done work
beginning,
other-
I
other
think he
work
would
on
gotten the
stage, this is
fast.
a totally different experience.
Nervous. He looks locked
Prism
in.
also did fucked up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Don't even worry
but
about it.
He doesn't
it
look
was
nervous
still
at all.
recoverable.
Yeah, like for
He
real.
did good.
Yeah, Prism will guarantee you
All right,
position just to see it. Okay, nice and clean.
Yeah.
That's what he's playing for.
all right, let's see it.
Let's see
Okay,
it.
clean, fast
Okay, nice and
phase.
clean.
Yeah, good start.
Portal over. Position, just the singular dash.
This is
That's
clean as
nice.
well.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
very good.
Yeah, gets the damage
Damn.
through. He's
He
looking
really did
close.
good here.
Oh,
All right, at 15
Like a pro,
seconds,
he
let's
played
go,
on the first
see
phase
it.
like a
going
pro.
crazy.
We might have a nice little shout out for the coaches
What if
here.
he
He's
hits
gonna get
like
the
a
break
40?
Oh,
like
that
pro
would
as
be
well, but he
insane.
fucked up
He's
only
got-
by a little.
Okay,
later.
he's just waiting here. And just has to go. He has that shield up, a little bit of that hiccup. Waiting for it. Oh, not gonna
Oh
land
no. He's
Now the
missing.
shadow's out.
Yeah, he has to shadow step over, and now
Yeah.
he's gonna get that break.
Kim?
And there's the break.
it. Yeah, but Goto still was on that cooldown, so not gonna get the advantage that he
All
wanted.
right.
Just has to use that thunderstorm. Still some good damage coming through.
Oh, it's pretty close, but I think we're going rage.
Yeah, we'll
this
have
is
to
gonna
go
be
rage.
this is gonna be close. I don't know.
I think it might be. Let's see how well he recovers here. Because a bit of that hiccup couldn't take advantage of one of the big reasons that you're bringing out
Yeah,
that Goto
basically Prism missed
I
it
think he's got it,
by
though.
small.
He should
on
be
this
fine.
break,
Like
one
really,
more
really
hit.
small.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
there we
he
go.
would
The
Just a
have
bit
damage
more.
through, just 90%.
under
Should
that.
be good.
Right?
Five. Oh no!
Not quite.
Gotta find him
his
out.
keyboard got
Doesn't
stuck.
land,
I
doesn't
think his
land.
keyboard got stuck over there.
He should still be fine. I mean, you still got 10 seconds. You
He's
should
got
be
13. He's got 13 seconds. 10.
You have to
9,
finish it.
8.
See him, Prism.
Seven. For the custom draw.
Cross there.
He still got fast, but
At what
yeah, it took a
cost?
lot of time. Probably his keyboard
Yeah,
got stuck.
custom draw tickets. He's like, the button doesn't work.
He's complaining about the keyboard.
Yeah, he's complaining. He's complaining.
He still won. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. Give the
you
refs a
didn't even
break.
need the button. It's fine. Pretty good. He's like, all right,
No,
now
it looks
time
like
to show.
okay, nice.
다시 한번
That his mentors are quite proud.
Yeah.
Maybe not as proud as they
Hey, yeah,
wanna
2
be
days
because
ago,
we didn't
Prism
quite
did a
see all the
live
training
stream
come through,
with
but-
Payne and
Yeah,
Jeff.
it wasn't a 40.
They both
but I was
actually
hoping
make him
for.
practice by a lot. Show him the strategies how to play it faster. So the mentor did a good job. Prism won, and he didn't even know that he won.
He's like, there's
God
no
damn.
way I got first place with
Yeah.
that time.
Okay, otherwise people gonna hoop his ass on the next live stream, bro.
So much faster.
It's hard.
Yeah, Ben.
He's doing it.
Yeah, get your phone.
Already হচ্ছে voice acting করা পড়ে যে arise ওটা বলো এখন
叫んでいいです
All right, we'll be quiet for this one.
Yeah.
3、2、1、大きろ。
Nice.
That was so cool.
Yeah, hearing it live.
Yeah.
You love to
I am
see
playing
it.
on Japanese voice in game as well.
I like how he immediately like changes, puts on the voice. You know?
Yeah,
It's like,
'cause I was thinking he's
now it's. He's sorry.
Okay. Now what? Probably they're gonna start the final and go back to the final.
share everything with everybody.
준비된 거
Oh, look.
Forward. See if just certain
Backspace not bound correctly or whatever he said.
sound like in celebration of the grand finals here for
Yeah.
SLC 2025. the guys could have done the heart together too.
Amazing.
Oh, sick,
yeah.
I don't know what you guys
Okay,
are
here we
talking
go,
about
the
up here, but I'm
final.
guessing it's
আরে
just
লাভবার তো
Well, we know
যা
these
করতেছে
two are
এসে
gonna do it.
ডলার যদি করতে করতে পাগল হয়ে গেল গা।
Yeah. And then the Chai cosplay. So natural that it didn't look like a cosplay.
Right.
Well, all right.
Okay, so
looks
these are
like
the
we
finalists. The
ready
Rock? No,
to
not
move
the
on
Rock. It's
to
Rock.
Rock.
Only Rock.
So you can set the tone
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Look,
Solid
started
so
his
far.
first
Yeah,
round.
this is
Very
the start
good.
you want.
Wow,
There
so
you
far so
go.
good.
Cool and collected. Rock.
Nice. Right at 10 seconds.
9.4 second phase two. That's exactly the pace you want to set.
It's already 2 seconds on Guang Guang,
Yeah.
just from the first phase. So now, if this is clean as well, Rock could be taking the lead.
100%.
Just waiting to go
Yep.
all the way down on the break, and it should be
And
there.
there it
Yeah.
begins.
Yeah, not even wasting time with the evasions or anything like that. He's getting straight to business, starting
Yeah.
doing that damage.
He is just hammering away.
Oh
Already
my
down
God,
to
that's
50.
20,
Okay,
30,
going down. Can he
10,
get some 40?
oh my
It's
37.
37. Holy.
Rock!
Rock.
Rock!
So.
But the key, right?
Yes.
Like, this is something that he's on stage. I don't even think. Oh, Sheen.
Wow, that was a good run by
Rock.
Rock.
Let's see if we can- Oh no, the guy disappeared.
Oh, yeah, he has to wait for it.
But
So.
not too
It's
bad.
not the end of the world,
Yeah,
but
faster than.
yeah, 12-9.
Yeah, Oro, faster than Oro.
Yeah.
Okay. I think so, yeah.
Forward button.
Yeah.
You're used to.
Yeah.
This forward going into. They were saying like, hey, make sure you check the controls are good
Yeah.
for yourself. And I didn't.
What
even think
happened?
of, like,
Probably
my
since,
QT, my back button,
keyboard
got
anything like that.
Lost or broken or something? I don't know.
So,
Probably
It
something
looks like
happened
he
over
did
there.
ask for
Yeah.
Still have to review the
Technical fault. Okay, never mind.
Hey,
Gotta
it's
wait a little
hard-
bit,
it does
I
look-
guess.
Like I could show off.
This can happen. All right, so he's back in. You can see the keybinds are what he's used to.
Correct.
Well, this is much cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that,
All
works,
right.
that works out for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
10 seconds.
Very nice.
Yeah, very clean. Not the fastest, but very good.
Good.
All right.
There
gets
it
the
is.
break.
Very good.
And then Kanai time.
Yeah,
Yep,
immediately
Kanai.
back to Kanai now. Just damage all the way
Oh
through.
my gosh,
This
he's
is
away.
shredding.
good.
This is
Shredding
a
so
sub 40.
fast.
Sub 40.
Good mounts. It
Oh,
should
come on.
be.
39.
39.
5-9.
39.5, 39.6. Lower than Rock.
So the
Okay,
final
he's
match
keeping up
is
his pace.
really,
He's
really
keeping up
intense.
his
Just
pace.
1 or 2 second difference.
Definitely like respectable times here.
Oh,
from
yeah.
each because the thing up for Joe, they're
Different.
and
Yeah, group stage leading with that 37-second record time on Egress in the Hunter mode. And Guang Guang and Orang, I mean, definitely something they're looking forward to having another.
it's going to be a huge, especially, but
It's back, but some extra well, a big comeback here on Best Day.
All right.
all right, we're already in here. And yeah, Orang doing the strat that got him here.
Yep. Well
and
positioned.
clean.
Okay.
Oh my, oh wait, oh, he got the
yeah,
wrong version
no.
of that.
A little bit extra needed. And
Scallop.
oh no, that's rough.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, because he had
was-
already brought it. Oh,
Wait,
man.
I'm sorry, he's not even using his,
Yeah, he was just.
it looks like, I feel like he's in shock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was
Orang
just
fucked
kind of
up on
caught
this
off
round.
guard by that and saying, oh, it should happen, He
Yeah.
was just trying to spam the basics, but
Reset, maybe look to the still one arc down.
Yeah. Knock some damage
Yeah.
there.
Bid.
Cortex, no, I think you should just switch to go.
already too far gone. I mean, mostly also because it's a bit of that blunder. He's not. Everyone else
Bad
is trying to follow
influence.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Also started off, he can be clean.
Open and expected.
Just trying
Yeah.
Very good.
This is a good.
to now switching back out.
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
So far-
45.
Yeah,
He's-
place.
he's
Oh,
there it is.
45 seconds
Very
on best
nice.
day. That is
Looking very like, okay, you know. Gets the
you
mini
can
bot.
see it walking away.
And Mir-
Uh,
oh,
he
If
doesn't
you
have-
think that was unlucky, appeared in the threshold.
yeah. Able to finish.
Yeah, if Jeremy Ray.
Okay.
We have enough to burst.
Second, two
Come
more
on.
Is
seconds.
it enough to get through this phase?
Oh.
Oh, just a little bit.
47.
47.
47.
I think that is 13 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looked like he played 5 seconds.
Well,
behind.
yeah, it just seems like that
Minimum.
maybe extra time you need to reapply the, and then modes and
Like, are we banning every single meta thing?
I hope so.
Oh,
so I
really?
haven't expect, like we said with Guang Guang before, he was ready for the off-meta strategy. So I can only hope that they just do the same thing we've been doing.
Yeah.
once with list, like he's deep in thought over.
Menu.
Yeah, you get to see it.
Okay.
You get to see the thought process.
Now they're
of
banning the
how-
weapon, okay.
The Grimoire. Okay, that is.
Grimoire.
Oh,
Oh, think didn't press the button.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
he
is
did,
the
he did.
Grimoire. So this is one of the backup strats. So
Right.
a lot of the once the quarterstaff is banned,
Yeah.
then people might move over to the Grimoire. So this is something that's like, you know, levels ahead of it. So I think he's saying I'm open to playing the quarterstaff again.
Right.
If I dare you to beat me at it.
Yeah.
And it looks like Guang Guang.
He's beating it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Guang Guang is saying.
He seems to have a little bit of consideration because here's the thing: if you all try to think too far ahead, and the
There it
quarterstaff,
is.
And there it is.
there it
Oh
is.
boy!
Everyone,
Right.
throw
Already.
out the entire strategy we've seen
Okay.
out the window.
Now we're going to see something brand new no matter what, right?
Now,
'Cause
yeah.
here we didn't see
Ben
any
Plum
variation.
Sword.
It was always going to be.
Nobody's gonna get
Huntsman
involved.
is
Thinking
the
about
break. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
break.
used for
Yeah,
that break.
yeah.
It's not really as much for the damage, and that's what the quarterstaff is. So by itself, the Huntsman
Oh.
is not a threat. So he is
Okay.
banning Kasaka's Venom thing as well. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a bunch of SS Vulcan?
Shout out to Guang Guang because this is what he
100%.
picked up in SLC Korea Season
Yeah,
1.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
no one
kind
was
of
expecting it. Yeah, okay. All right,
Wow.
just in case. Just
But
in case
he-
you cooked up something.
Light, right? So with the I'm okay. Actually, this
Actually,
Well,
this was used back in my day.
back then. I mean,
biggest things here. So I'm wondering if they're going to keep the Huntsman just for the break, and maybe they're going to use the spear in place of the staff. That is my
Okay, your
over the
go-to?
top. No, I
Okay.
don't even know if it's go-to. That's like my just guess from here, right?
oh, just trying to.
So, and you're getting the backup that version of it. So
Yeah.
that's what you're using it. Here's that my quarterstaff. Like, what does he have? Yep, he has. I predicted it. I'm kind of.
Yeah. Okay. You're a little proud.
It looks
He's a knower. He's a
Yeah,
knower.
the same exact. It looks like the same exact kind of build, except as you can see here, you don't have that quarterstaff to one-shot this mini boss,
Yeah.
but you're just throwing and chucking that spear as much as you can.
Yeah. So obviously the times are not quite going to be
No,
as good as the
no.
Not
optimized
even
one.
close.
Just to set expectations.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I wonder how long this break is, if he's going to even be able to break right away as
Yeah.
well. Because it looks like he's taking his time a little bit more as well. Getting the Huntsman back, maybe. Yep, okay.
Yeah,
getting that
okay.
QC. Looks like he's ready to break here, maybe.
Yeah,
right
you
here.
go all the way
yeah,
through.
he needed
Okay.
the second of the death dance.
Here's
See
the
if we can
moment.
Go all the way
All right.
Can he
through.
burn it through
Okay.
50
All right,
already?
And here
Let's see
come the
the demon.
spears.
Spears.
All the way
Come
down
on,
to
they're being
25.
thrown in.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like you have to play this one out, at least with the
Yeah.
strategy. Oh, but he stands in the middle and it gets both at the same
Oh,
time.
very
nice.
Clean.
Shadow step.
There's-
Gets in there.
And now down just
then
to
just
the
a
last
little
bit,
bit.
and
Come
there
on.
it is.
103. Okay.
103.
And that's the thing. We don't know. And then could do that.
Is there any-
Maybe the Huntsman.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
very interesting strategy here because the fan, he's not weak to fire.
Yeah, but using this just to get through the mobs
mobs,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, that must be it. It's
But
taking
then-
a little while though.
Yeah, missed out on one of them. It looked like he had an idea for
Yeah.
the AoE, but it doesn't quite go
The
through.
fan has a great AoE option.
Yeah.
I wonder why, because I think it might be for the core damage. That's my guess here because the Huntsman's core
Yeah.
attack does some strong damage as well.
We'll have to
And
see.
so the fan increases.
Pays off here for Guang Guang. There's already a bit of a mishap in that first phase.
But I think
Yeah.
where he could come back here is the break potential. Because both
Yeah,
of his
it's pretty
weapons
big.
do break.
Yeah.
And he has that
Pretty big
almighty break on his skill. Does it go off?
He
Yes,
gets
it
it.
does.
Yes, it does. All
But
right.
he needs to do
He
this in
needs
like
to-
8 seconds.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah.
much time
He needs
left.
to end it right here.
Yeah, where's his damage going to come from?
Yeah, it's just
Ah,
not.
it looks like he's still
not
lacking a lot. There's
happening.
still
Yeah.
65%
And,
left.
and healing.
Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be
Running
rough.
across, and the shadows were out, so he had to run it all the way across as well.
Yeah.
Now
This is already way too long.
Orang's time was
Not seem to hit the
it worked out the way Matt was mob. Really get couldn't get the
in guild, right? So, and then
user win.
Yeah,
And
could-
make this work.
the
Like a
Huntsman,
fourth
right?
ban.
yeah, or the a little bit better
I think
than
this is
Oro.
better.
Now, quite a bit
yeah, but in the middle, you can see
There you go.
he's aiming right in the middle and
Yep.
hitting both.
Yeah,
Right.
just getting that positioning. So that's definitely some
2
shared tech
seconds.
there. Same exact strategy, same idea, including, that standing in the rock.
Pulls out
Might have been the strategy.
ban.
If I don't ban this, then
Yeah.
I can keep up with the strategy. Yes, he is pulling out the same strategy.
Yes, same
as
exact
his
thing.
Other two guild mates as well. So
Yeah, just a little bit of cleanup needed, but not too bad, not too bad.
yeah, dagger toss as well. The dagger toss having.
And now onto the
Comparatively.
boss. Now we've seen how this works this time around.
All right. Yep. So you use the death dance one round, and then to get the complete break, I think you have to wait for that second round, which is only a 9-second cooldown here. So you can expect the break coming up very soon here,
Right
right
now.
now.
There it is. And now starting down at that 70% mark, trying to burst it down.
Yeah, the sculptures come out though. I think this is too slow
Oh,
compared. Yeah, it's
If you
already a
could just-
minute.
Oh, and Ibrig is so far from the sculptures. Oh, and he didn't get the last throw that gets both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Having to run to both of them.
Yeah, missed out on quite a bit of the tech that we saw in the previous runs. So already past the record times, he'll just have to set one for himself as a basis.
Yeah.
Oh no, and his shield has been
Oh,
broken
no.
now.
Uh-oh.
He's low
Oh,
mana.
no.
He's going to be doing less damage,
Yeah.
and he has to
Oh,
actually
you
avoid it.
Yeah,
Chip
nothing's
it
happening
away.
there.
Oh.
We've mentioned much in the Obsidian. They're doing, I believe, 60%.
So basically,
more
all the
damage.
first round,
I mean,
Orang
it's
actually
basically
did
make
pretty
or
much
break.
bad,
Yeah.
but
You
he
can't
recovered
manage that.
himself
You're
at
throwing away
the
the-
second
They
round
tend to get
eventually, and did
Exponentially
pretty much good. Not
is
just
now that
good,
we're in the, even
did
if you're not
something
getting
amazing.
Kura,
We're gonna see right now.
If you look
So-
right
Yeah,
well,
that should
so
be
my guy
the
Guang
end
Guang
of
is
first
totally
round,
kinda
Ishil Radiru,
failing.
and
Yeah.
then they're gonna
but let's see the bands here.
start
for
doing the
SLC here.
second round
I'm
for all the
expecting
fight.
As
Quietly, that's
Okay,
what-
now the
expecting
banning
the
is
set.
happening. Okay,
Yeah.
Digger is banned.
That makes a lot of
So
sense.
definitely they can't
kind of
clear it within
baseline
30
ban
seconds
here.
or so.
Yeah,
that
how far
because
do they want to go?
the powerful
you know?
weapons
Yeah, 'cause
are
that
getting
is
banned
maybe
here.
is just so
As we've seen, though, and Guang Guang,
Stormbringer.
take things up.
he'll just go
So-
with that.
Right
Yeah.
now, right? Are they gonna have to change it? Are we gonna see Rage more? Are we gonna see SL actually go through some more?
Actually
stages?
have abilities, yeah. Not just get one shot.
See, one thing I'm excited about though too. See,
Uh-oh.
yep, that's the Phoenix Soul I was talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, he's in debate, but it looks like it will
Yep,
be the
that's
Phoenix
locked in.
Soul.
So here, banned the OG, the classic star
Uh-oh.
weapon, West Wind.
But it's
Oh,
banned.
but that
So-
one's gone.
And all of that, I for a long time, but it looks like right for IR, Stratus is backstab damage.
Right.
And so, and you get and something that go fun because Dag seeing this
We'll see. It's hard to
confirm that slows down time. The boss is like, whoa, what's so it looks like the safe strat there, using Liberation twice, and then waiting for it here.
Yep,
Turn
okay.
around, getting that. Let's see. So he uses both weapons
All
here
right.
to nuke it down, but it's still not enough. Oh wow.
Okay.
Wow, that actually was
Yeah, with
pretty
the last
fast.
liberation as well.
That was like similar to some of
Actually, let's see how. So he has. Oh, Estel as well is something to know.
Oh,
yeah.
Added
break.
break.
Yeah.
And then added damage as well here. He's got his weapon skills back up and Thunderstorm.
Oh,
so
here we go
Thunderstorm
And
again.
there you go. That might be
So
enough.
fast!
Oh, without even
Incredible!
38
38
seconds.
without
kidding
debunking
me?
dagger,
I mean, we
he
were
created
just waiting
38
to see what
seconds.
else we could see,
That was
because we
an
assumed it would be
unbeatable
longer, but
time over there,
That
I
was
think.
okay. So the best run we're seeing that strategy run these players. Like
All right, how similar is it going to look
okay,
for
it
Guang
looks
Guang?
like okay, very
Same
much
setup,
different
yeah.
supports.
Yeah, different
So
supports
Isla
though, yeah.
here, so not using Essel, but using Isla instead. Here,
Yeah.
but still double break. We have Goto instead. That was incredibly quick as well.
Yes, very clean from what we've seen so far. As you mentioned,
Yeah, Guang Guang also using the same strategy as well
Yeah.
in terms of weapons. We do have Barrow as our shadow. Quick break, getting the Thunderstorm in here. So
This is
he's
quite
still
fast
doing
again.
a lot
there
of
you go.
damage.
And
Look at
the
this.
second one
But
is
no
in
damage.
again.
34! 34!
Wow, he actually beat Orang here. 34 seconds.
Oh my God,
Damn.
Guang Guang!
It was just an artifact. Rock exactly what I expected because you see he gets back damage because the first attack sends him looking the
Yeah.
other way the entire time.
Yeah, wow.
that
That's
was
the
very
tech.
good.
But I'm surprised because Rock is in the same guild as Orong.
Well,
And
maybe
he's
Rock's
using
in
the
it
same-
for himself here in the grand
Yeah.
finals.
And he's using
the backstab of his guildmate. Yeah.
Oh my!
Oh, that's
he got it.
fast.
Oh, he
Yeah,
got it.
and
He
then
got it.
Just perfectly
more.
timed for
Oh,
the damage.
so quick.
Only
Reset.
19. It's good.
35.
35.
Holy. Very impressive feeling.
Chin.
Get hacked.
No.
Yeah. Be
Yeah.
able to still finish
Yeah,
off
that
the
back
Back
damage
time.
is huge.
Yeah. Back
So
attack.
it's looking like they're using the two weapons to get through that mini boss, and then using that same Thunderstorm
Oh, that was a
strategy
fast break.
to nuke this SL review. And
Oh,
now
this is gonna be a good
This is
one.
gonna be very
Yeah,
Could
it's
do
a
it.
34-8.
Amazing.
An improvement every single time.
Bro,
Holy.
she cooked here.
It's just like the group.
Yeah. Soon there. Aired. Sure.
Ab-
Way too long. 34.
Yeah.
And then Rod up and banned. Iberg.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and-
first round is done. They're
Or
gonna
maybe 33
be
is
starting
like
the
up to
second
at
one
least
again.
34 to get.
Weren't gonna be He has work to do to catch.
And all
now
of
with his SL,
this
he's only 4
round,
seconds behind
Orang
there.
will be
He's
like
got some time
massacre
to go.
everything right now.
I mean, if he
at
can
this
get
point.
much work. So first,
Not the best, but okay.
It's
Slowed down a little bit.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it slowed down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Ending was good.
Yeah, ending good at 12 seconds.
12-8.
40 on the first pass, so
Yeah.
we'll see if it's going to be replicated. It's going to be a little bit tough with the first phase.
Yep.
But now onto the boss. The break should be coming
And
through.
now-
There it
Yep.
is.
And now, just got to burn.
All right.
Try to get under 40.
Yep, Kane down to
Burn,
50.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, 20
it's going
more?
by pretty
Oh,
fast. And there it is.
42.
No,
Not enough.
42, so he'll be sticking with that 39.
Only what, 2 seconds behind
Is at 39.
here.
Oh,
anyone can.
And
True,
Guang
true.
Guang and
And-
Orun.
And Shin.
Yeah.
It's going to be rock. Starting
Oh,
off.
This is
Delayed.
getting rough.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
to turn back a little bit for that
Yeah,
extra
got to
buff.
disappear from the assassin. You never want to see that.
Yeah, there's
one.
another one.
Well,
yeah, has to
And
wait
this
for
just
it.
uses more mana as well,
oh no.
but he'll get it back.
Well, he had a really good first run.
Yes, he did.
37-7. So he's chilling.
And
He'll
now-
just try his best here.
Yeah, just trying to make sure it doesn't get too out of control. But it's not going to be better than that first pass, 37. Let's see how short he can cut it. There's
Yeah.
the break coming in right at 92%.
It shows you how good his first run is because he's already done 5 seconds ago. Already.
Yeah.
And
His
he
first
just
run
started
was
to break.
incredible.
Yeah,
It's really crazy.
He
Yeah,
knows he doesn't have the damage, so he's ulting. Honestly, Fujimura looks great. Got the invincible.
Yeah.
I've appreciated that the players have shown off the ultimate skills once they know, they know they can't be their previous times. So
Yeah.
they're just showing it off a little bit. The art team does an amazing job with these skills. So.
Oh yeah, no, they look beautiful. But as you said, you know, he'll take the time to appreciate the game a little bit there. But he's happy knowing that 37 not going to be beaten too easily at all, even with the other finalists here. So Guang Guang up.
This needs to be clean here in the beginning.
Oh,
and so
no.
far,
No,
it's a
it is
disaster.
opposite
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. I mean, this is not at all what you want to see
Okay, can
here.
he clean up the end though?
Okay.
Yes,
A
he
little
can.
bit. Yeah.
Yes, the
okay.
ending is clean.
13-9.
He loses about 4 seconds from that optimal timing here, but that's, you know, if he can improve here.
Yeah, if you can maybe still hit that
Like
40
a 42-ish,
mark. Yeah.
maybe, if he's really, really good here.
Clean so far.
Yeah, looks smooth.
All right,
And there's
early
the break.
transition.
Yep.
Very
Good.
good. And then
Trying to
let's see.
maximize all that time.
Let's go. Burn,
Kane.
baby, burn.
Yeah, and he's
Is
doing his
42.
best.
Oh my God.
Is it
Okay,
gonna happen?
it should
42.
be enough.
42, 43,
Oh,
44.
no.
Oh,
44. New record.
for him.
Yeah.
Yes. For him. Yeah.
Time lost. Good.
Yeah.
He needs to make up 20 seconds there. At least.
If he's going to change his strategy or
Right.
just like his own strategy that we just haven't seen yet.
Well, Urung needs this to be clean as well.
Oh yeah.
He needs to clean up
And
his
it is.
Igris.
And it
Oh,
definitely
Very
looks
good.
much
Oh,
better.
9
Okay.
seconds. That is
All
what
right.
he needs. Wait, this
That's
is
crazy.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's see.
They're keeping it close.
Can he break it? Can he match that 37? Nope. Starts the break here with Essel.
Yeah. Need to get
Wiggling
that
it
break in
away.
and then begin.
Okay, the early.
Right now.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Already quite a bit of damage done compared to the others at this point. Kane starting to burn down.
Oh, this is getting pretty
is it going
good.
to be enough?
This is
35
looking
seconds.
good.
It's all the way
Flashes.
down to the
Oh,
last
one more hit.
one more hit.
One more
Yeah,
hit.
and he gets it. Sub 40.
39.7. That is, again, that puts him in contention again.
Another hunt for a 37 in the grand
And
final.
let's improve the rank of our guild by getting another national level hunter up here.
What we just saw in that second run, all of them off the bat, and I think the best.
He had the really competitive.
He
Yep,
cleaned up a lot.
Stuck with Beck. He's doing the hybrid.
Okay. Now, if he can get through this first phase clean again, maybe he can cut down a second or two. Looking okay so far. Yeah.
Clean.
And
Don't
there
even
he
see it.
goes.
That was faster than his previous one. I'm fairly certain.
Yes. So now onto the boss. Time for SMX to shine.
Yep.
But you're still going to have to set everything up here with Libora.
Let's see what the beast can do.
Yeah.
Unleash the beast.
Unleash the
Unleash
beast.
it.
The
Claws
SM
out.
back.
Well, slashing away down to 60.
Oh, it's so good.
It's looking
Oh my
pretty
goodness.
solid
38.
so far. Okay,
Look at
down
it.
to 30. Okay, now
yep,
sets it up.
restarting it. He's fast with this
Reapply.
time.
Yeah,
Does he get the
definitely looks
charm?
better.
Oh, I think he missed the charm.
No, yeah, it doesn't look
He
like.
missed the charm.
Yeah, he
Oh
did.
no, it's not going
That's
through.
gonna hit.
Yeah,
that's gonna hit his. Yeah, that does a big number to his time.
So he used his ability just a hair too quickly.
Yeah.
Did not get that increased damage from the charm debuff.
That is.
When I was practicing speed, you got to use your abilities fast.
Gotta
as
go
possible.
fast, yeah.
And trust yourself that you're gonna get a good time with this, and you don't need to rush it.
Well, for now, looking clean here for Rock. Yep, well distance
Clean,
as well.
10 seconds.
Wow.
No
nice
look.
and clean. And now on to Bessie herself.
Yep.
Here comes Mireille, of course. Shin was the only one still sticking with Beck.
Yeah. And this
Alright.
classic strategy
Oh my
has
God.
been the one.
Cancels the core attack immediately.
Yeah,
Very
it
beautiful.
looks so
So
smooth right
clean.
now.
Oh no, he got the extreme evasion.
Oh, a
right
bit
when
of
we
that
said
delay.
it. Right when we said it.
Yeah.
See if he can still cut down
Yeah,
some of that
that's
time.
what
Okay,
it
there you
is.
go. Does he have enough damage though?
Oh,
it might not be
come
enough.
14-7.
It might not be enough. He still has to win
He
all the
still
way.
has it. No, he
Yeah.
got this. No, he gets knocked away. 51.
Oh, rough. Just one small thing after another. Just one
Yeah.
small thing after another.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you have to do exactly right. It's like, oh, he did, and he lost.
He was definitely he did not have that damage at the end.
No, he was lacking a decent chunk. Now onto Guang Guang, see if he can get a bit more fortunate here.
Yeah, I think if he can improve his 45, his chances are.
Basically, so hopefully he can do it starting here. Amire starting to do.
Roll.
Looking very.
Black just
Oh, he
still
gets
the
a crack. Like 2 more hits.
Oh,
Barely.
it was so close.
Barely not enough.
Wow.
Mistakes,
Yeah.
anything Hunters will for the new pool. Sticking with their first pass run so far, and now Ora.
Ora, right? He got a.
It's like we saw with Tython at the very beginning, like of that first run. He was like, "This shouldn't happen." I think he got lost, but he's cleaning it up right
This
now.
time looks really
10,
good.
50.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, 10-5. That is what he wants. That is immediately so much better.
Yep, and now nothing to really hold him back, nothing to keep him bothered.
Yeah.
Here comes Mireille. All right, starting already down below that 80% mark,
Great
chipping away,
cancel.
whittling away.
This is pretty good.
Yep, this is
32
okay.
seconds.
so
Looking
clean
smooth.
from Orong. This is huge
Just
for
a
him.
bit
Super
more
clean
before
run.
the
Oh,
invincible.
look at that.
Okay, it's
This
looking
is so
okay.
good.
He's
Looks
gonna
possible.
break
He
it.
has the damage.
He's gonna
Yeah,
do
he
it.
should have
Right
it.
here.
Yeah,
And it's
oh,
over.
It is 44.
44. New record here. Beating
Wow.
first round. He was a knows what he
Seconds. Anyone.
We see you
not.
Time.
I'm one.
now. The staff open.
No,
Do now.
one he didn't
For Guang Guang.
Because he's
have it.
He's not
These people
Guang Ying.
Harlem. So
Okay.
it looks like I'm
Just a
Fish
little
out of
shout
water.
out. Yeah, just a little shout out.
yeah.
on the spear.
And or
And
after we're gonna start with gonna maximize screen time
Yeah.
with Mireille here.
I mean, her cosplay is so good.
It's very good. I mean, the detail in the hair as well, as she was talking about it.
She's hungry. Oh, there she is.
There you go.
Is that the person?
Aw.
I don't know.
She's
I
hungry.
can't tell. Oh, look, it's you.
That's
Oh, look,
me.
it's
Wait,
you.
why are you on the banner?
So,
Yeah.
I know. I took my shirt off. I
Yeah.
decided where it's casual.
Yeah.
Down to my
Now we'll see
here.
just one extra mob to clean up here. Looks like. Yeah, there you go. Just getting ready for the boss
Get that crit
or the
damage
mini boss.
increase.
Here come the
Yep.
spears.
Yeah, a couple
1, 2,
more hits than we
3.
needed in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he didn't get crits. Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you-
might be because I think we were averaging 4, 2 or 3
2
more.
or 3. Yeah, I mean, maybe 5
All right,
seconds.
get that first instance of the death dance in there, and then putting in like a little bit of a mini rotation in here, and then waiting for the death dance to get for that second break.
Yep.
And
Oh,
no, it's not enough.
Lacking in a bit.
Oh, no.
That is huge.
That is.
Oh, that
not
ruins
good.
everything.
He
So-
might.
Okay, he gets no.
Oh,
no,
no,
the timing.
again.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
He's
this
just
is-
he's just hitting
yeah.
the
He
boss.
has to huntsman. I know it's over at this point, but he's
Because he has to recover
has
from
to
this.
break.
He has
Yeah,
to.
he has to
Yeah.
break it. There you go.
Okay.
I mean, this is already so long gone, but as you said, Prism, you still have to follow through with the
Yeah.
rest of the hunt. so much damage already done to this run.
He just knows.
Yeah,
he
a critical
knows it's
error.
over.
Yeah.
Critical error on Shenzhen.
And that was the time he needed that.
He needed this. He needed to close the gap here.
Yeah.
He knows.
He knows. Well,
Oh, that's
his
rough.
best time is 1 minute and 22 seconds.
Yeah, that's a rough
No
one.
matter what, as the leader.
So same idea here from Rock. We saw this,
Oh,
but
there's a
quite
lot
few.
left up. Uh-oh, Rock.
All right, well, still able to clean up.
Yeah.
Now
It's
on
pretty
to
quick.
the boss, or the mini boss.
His original time was pretty good, 1 minute
Yep.
and 6 seconds.
Yeah. Oh
I
no.
think he missed some of those.
Yeah, he missed a couple of those. Didn't
Similar
go through.
situation.
He got it at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if he can try to somehow catch up to Orung. He would love to make some distance and get 3 more seconds.
Yeah, it's looking so tough though. You only have 23 seconds left on the
see.
total run to catch up.
Let's see if he can get the clean break that Shin was trying.
Very good.
Yeah, more than good. There comes the damage now.
All right. This might
Wailing away.
actually
the
get
shadow
close.
step.
Okay.
The
All right.
sculptures, though, yeah.
And
This
he
isn't
still
gonna.
needs to run around.
This isn't gonna be
Yeah.
the minute 6.
And he went for the mana one first, which I think is a mistake because then he got some extra.
Yeah,
regen.
extra health. Yeah. So he
Yeah,
needs to keep
it's already
whittling
1
away.
minute 12, so
Yep.
I don't think it mattered at the end of the day. But again, still a respectable performance. Like it shows you just how much the quarterstaff is important
Oh, yeah.
to a solid run on Ibra because
You need the bomb. He runs.
Oh,
Is really the question.
No, he's using the same strategy, so
Okay.
that makes me think he believes in it. So I
Yeah.
think he has a reason to believe in it.
I mean,
here.
we'll give it another shot here. The AoE most
Pretty good, actually.
event on this mini boss before.
A little scared.
Damage come out here pretty quick.
Oh,
but yeah, no, he's good.
Okay,
He's got the
okay,
core
yeah.
attack still in from Huntsman.
Okay, but there's still so much that he has to whittle
Yeah.
through.
Because it's just after the fact, he doesn't have that consistent damage.
Yeah, the sculpture's
everyone
at
else has.
65.
Yeah, and he, of course, he can't go for it without the spear from the middle, so he has to go through and destroy them one by one.
He's got most of his. Like at this point, you have so much damage that you need to get through.
Yeah, it's looking tough. So I think this one's long gone.
Yeah. And let's see, I mean, 1 minute and 16. It's actually better than his original time, so he's got maybe.
Yeah.
Now it's.
Orung definitely with the comeback too, because he had that really shaky start,
Yeah.
Yes.
and really bringing it and showing why he deserves to win here.
Okay,
That
nice
was
and
fast.
clean. Yeah, the
That
mob
was good.
phase and the mini boss much quicker.
What if he breaks his record? That would be super hype.
That would
I
be-
think he might be on for it,
Yeah.
quite
He
frankly.
looks
on
very
pace.
clean.
So again, here you're waiting for your cooldown
Yeah.
to reset.
Just chipping
Get the
away.
chipping away, chipping away, and then you got your death dance up.
Okay.
So here we go.
Should
Get
be
the
good.
break.
Okay, he gets it.
Beautiful. Get that core damage in here.
I
Yep.
think he's on pace for a
Daggers.
minute.
Yeah.
This is looking so good
It's
for
looking
him.
very
2019
good.
seconds.
Needs a quick.
Yep. And
Yeah,
he
and
gets a both.
he's got the spot. Ibra in
Oh.
a beautiful spot.
One hit.
Right
This
here.
is-
Ingram,
He's
Ingram.
gonna
One
break
hit.
it.
That was
No
perfect.
way.
55.
Oh my god, that was a winning round.
Oh.
That is massive
Yep.
for Orung. That
Wow.
That's
and
gonna
he
make
knows
him
it.
win.
He might
the
have just won
two
right
round.
there with
number
that.
one. That
I think that he's 11 seconds ahead of Rock.
It's huge. I mean,
that
this,
is
seconds.
a massive difference and a impeccable performance.
yes. I mean, everything went perfectly on that one, right? The phase one was deleted for even.
Like okay,
Yeah.
that for
Really felt comfortable with what you needed to do there with the spear.
Maybe it's his strat, you know?
Yeah.
Could
He
be.
gave maybe some credit to Shin, he's the leader, but maybe it's just him coming up with
this is gonna second for me. That is
this is the
with the execute repair detail.
Which is up there.
You know, you don't even need to worry about
Okay,
your own
the last
strategy,
round.
you're so- you'll
If he tries
expand those. We're gonna see that not only just
in a
Phoenix
different
will add
more, but
boating,
of course there's C getting
Yeah.
ready here.
probably just prove you have that amount of.
Now you should have variety from the floor. Of course, the pro solo level
first place Orun sign.
and still want. Nice and
All right,
smooth.
very clean. Looks like just that what I did,
It looks exactly
know,
like
it
what you
does.
did.
except until now. Oh, but this looks different.
Yeah, it was Shin.
Usually you use Baruka's daggers, I think, first, so you get that back damage,
Yeah.
and then get the DKL, and
This
so
looks
you're
much
missing
slower.
out that back damage that is vital.
Yeah, and he's just trying to whittle away from the front. Obviously, not going to pay off that well.
I wonder if that was like a misclick, or he just, you know, has maybe some knowledge that he No.
Be tough.
Yeah, he didn't break it.
Yeah, that's. He's already up to 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Gets the break.
Shin did have the best time though.
Yeah.
Coming into it at 34 seconds. So like I think for him, he's enjoying it, taking his time on stage. You know.
Yeah, I mean, just wrap up clean. Have some pet on, holding that wrap over on eyes up above.
Don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So even.
And there we go. Able to guarantee that back attack. Yeah.
Much better.
It's a complete delete at that point.
Rock wants to solidify his second place.
Oh my goodness.
Well, he's on par for it. Yep, there's Shadow Step, the break, and all the way through. He's so good at timing that.
Good timing.
And it
One
should
more?
be good enough.
There you go.
All right, wow.
He actually broke it.
3-3.
Yeah. Very nice.
Record here. Strastic run to.
Yeah.
I think, maybe the pick for quite a few people, just given that he's already been through this.
Yeah.
And now onto the boss.
Yep, waiting for the come down.
Yeah, there's the break. Okay, immediate.
Beautiful timing.
And the damage here, looks like he might
More.
lack a little bit.
There it
Oh,
is.
never
32-9.
Wow. I was thinking, the first one maybe not getting as much damage as you normally would want, but the second
was like daggers. Yeah.
Have a little fun.
Yeah. Victory lap for us.
Yeah, this is my boy. He's always locked in.
Chobran knew.
Yeah, I mean, I just knew,
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. I've seen pro players do various things, and you can just tell when a man walks on
Yeah.
stage.
His vast experience in esports, he just knew.
See if he's able to kind of compete for at least the 32. That'd be really crazy. Not looking likely, though.
He's already a little bit slower on his first phase.
Let's see if he gets.
But this looks good.
Yeah.
One more,
The reset.
but
Yeah.
35.
That should be good. Yeah.
37.
Wow, 37.
He broke his record.
Yeah, I mean,
always improving.
he should.
It's the stage.
Here, that weapon. Up a little bit.
Third place.
It might.
It might. I don't even know.
It's like when we stopped playing. I just hold that thing like that. Number ahead of.
You earned it.
Your first. Congratulations.
Okay, so
to
Oriang won.
Get up. You earned it.
Your first ever SLC 2025 champion. Your national level.
GG.
Donnie,
Damn.
it's like
That was amazing.
highlight.
His hand performance.
Yeah.
Number one, shaking it.
Yeah.
He knew.
What a
He always-
comeback, bro. What a comeback.
Yeah,
That was a
second
pure
pass.
comeback.
했던 것이 2라운드 때
Okay, some rare cinematic.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Like, and
You know,
Several extra months, it sounds like, Prism. I think you might know a little
Oh,
bit.
we're gonna see
talk
the
about our players roadmap.
Okay.
video, right?
Expect the updates that are.
What is it?
Anniversary one by one. If you remember, gets in. Yeah.
That's the roadmap.
You fought him in the story a little bit.
We're gonna get Workshop Brilliant Light, Yugomont,
The hardest mode in solo, right? So
and new story,
be ready for Yagama. And then we also, like we said, the new
and
story,
the
also
German national level hunter, Leonard.
like we were saying with the power of destruction.
So we're gonna get him as
this
well.
is when you are also gonna
So no Chinese national level hunter. GG. I thought we were gonna get
Right,
him,
no
but
longer
it's
just your
not.
server.
Oh.
You're gonna see
New
like,
instant dungeon
yeah,
bosses,
see
new
a
story,
little
Naga
more
architect of the
showcase
system.
on
Okay, Naga should be fine.
as
If Changjina,
also,
so
as you can see, have Leonard Nierman
there you
as
go.
well.
Sister
he is
leveling
German
rise.
strike hunter from the original
So
series.
we're getting a sister leveling, which is we'll be able to play with Changjina, like Ishil,
Looking good. Maybe I might have been cosplaying
the
Leonard
original
Nierman.
character. New story
A little
difficulty,
mix
that's
of both, maybe.
a long way.
He's a handsome,
Okay,
cool-headed figure.
so the architect raid,
He's
it's gonna be another Workshop Brilliant Light
quite
boss,
stylish too.
Eastern Dungeon, Information new bosses, Battlefield of Chaos Floor expansion,
But
Workshop
really excited
Brilliant
what
Light,
he's gonna bring to
Voltaire. Okay, architect probably not gonna be. That should be a raid.
and
Good
we get our
boss.
steady flow with Instant Dungeon and On-Core Mission.
And here,
Well, just keeping it fresh for you guys.
another original boss. I think that's an original boss.
Moving on to July, we have a new story.
So before it
Hold
spawned,
fire.
I just caught something from the Korean
Okay,
side.
whatever
It's
it is, we're gonna
hinting
beat
that there's
its
something
ass
more
anyway.
to perhaps share with the collaboration after we get through the roadmap. Is that
You know, I did kind of have a. So yeah, we've been people. We've heard the end of that. Very except I will not. So some of you guys will see when SO so is author Shugong said story to life under the story difficulty.
about to say, like, watch his stream, you know?
yeah, that's where you But now let's watch the video.
Here we go, the video. The surprise is here. Okay, we already got Goto, Serin. Here we are, and look at the Chahen, the Valkyrie Guild Chahen. Oh my god, the rumors are true, the leakers were right. We are getting that badass Chahen. Oh my god, GG. Leonard, and that's our sister leveling. Damn, bro. Oh, what? Bro. What is this? I'm too excited about this. We're gonna have to save up quite a lot of essence to now. That's a collaboration that we'll be having. Okay, so we'll be having a new song. That's probably a band in Korea. I don't know. Gidel or Gidel. I don't know how to spell it. I'm so sorry. So we're having a new song with them for Solo Leveling Rise. Nice collaboration. Oh yeah. The winner is here. So anyway, that's pretty much it. You guys should redeem this coupon, and I'm gonna have to go back to my game and finish my dailies. Got some summons, so we'll be summoning on the standard banner, not the premium one. We are saving for new Chahin though. Bruh. Okay, where is my stream setup? There you are. Okay, pretty cool. So many stuff, and we're excited. We do not have that much essence stone though. We're gonna have to farm quite a lot, and we're not getting a new story mode to farm it. I am cooked, bro. I won't be able to get A5 of new Chahan. That's gonna be... I'll be so sad. Like, for real. What is it? Which one? I didn't hear. Are you? Well, I do hope you are here. No. We don't have anything. Oh wow, I haven't seen that yet. I was supposed to claim it before, but I guess there were no notification about it. So managed to hit 10k, and we need that 10,000 Essence Stone event, you know. Level 75? No, we're not selecting level 75. What's that? Core? Nope. Sister leveling rise. Okay, 16 summon. Nice. Wow, 21. We might actually get another SSR from here if we are lucky. And speaking of luck, oh no, why? Bro, why? Why did you give me Chahayen? Oh no. Another SSR? Another? One more? Nope. Okay, so if you wanna see my draw history, I'm gonna show you my draw history. Because Chahayen here, Kanai, Shimizu Akari. Within 60 people, we got 4 SSR from standard banner, which is pretty much cool, right? Okay, here you go. Waffen banner. Got shit. But it's okay. That's okay. That should be our last Chahin for our regular Chahin. How am I supposed to categorize them? I don't know. So basically I'm just using them to get a bit of combat power. Okay, we already spent quite a lot of time on the stream, so I'm gonna have to swipe the lower gates here. Welcome back. I was looking for you.
Yeah, I was AFK for like 5 minutes.
Huh?
I was AFK for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. আমাকে চাহিন ধরাই দিছে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড ব্যানারে আবার।
ও আমাকে শিমিজু আকারে দিছে।
হ্যাঁ, বাট তোমার শিমিজু কি A5 হইছে এখন নাকি?
A3.
ও, আমার A4 হইছে। আমি যে গত সেওরিনের সময় শিমিজু আকারি পাইছি একটা। Why my drop line is not getting expanded? But anyway. Oh, we got a lot of stuff, so we're gonna have to go and craft the shit. Craft করতে হবে. Got a lot of thing here. এখন তো আর ফিউশনের মধ্যে নাই, আমাদের ক্রাফটে গিয়ে সেকেন্ড অপশনটায় যাইতে হবে। এখান থেকে এই যে কই ইকুইপমেন্ট গ্রোথ কেরে আদার yeah it's on other 5 of this 3 of that okay
What are you making?
now I can go back over here fusion let us do some shit wow so bad
They changed it again?
হ্যাঁ
ওরা আবার ইন্টারফেস চেঞ্জ করছে
কি চেঞ্জ করছি
কিছু না
শোনা না গেলে কি করবো এত আস্তে কথা বলো
আমি জোরে কথা বলতেছি, পারলে মাইকটা ভাঙ্গা ফেলাবো আমি।
না বাইঙ্গো না থাকি।
মানে কারোরই কথা শোনা লাগবে না।
You don't have to go for that violence stuff. Acha, so I was thinking about your account yesterday. So if you clear your reverse mode story, yes, you'll be getting a lot of uh, level of material for your army of shadows, and your account combat power will go high by a lot, minimum 200k total combat power. So I don't know what you were doing, but I'm gonna suggest you to clear reverse mode story and get all those reward. Okay.
Okay.
No worries, I'm gonna help you either way.
Alright, smoke the gap a second. Let's set it.
Technology. তুমি কি কিছু খেলতে চাও?
না, আজকে কিছুই খেলবো না।
এনিথিং?
Nope.
যে কোনো কিছু?
Nothing.
কি করবা তবে?
কালকের মুভিটা শেষ করতে চাইছিলাম, বাট তোমার তো স্ট্রিমই শেষ হয় না।
Okay guys, we'll be seeing you tomorrow, and till then good luck, and do not forget to support me on the partner creator program, and also redeem this coupon that I have given on the video's description. Alright, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.